Hello, everybody, and welcome to session 85 of Pokerole. A lot happened last session, well, this party's in a bit of a dire situation at this point, so... Well, not really. We beat a boss, but things aren't exactly happy. Which is perhaps a common occurrence in this game. There's a lot of sad moments here and there, but that's part of why it's so good. But yes, I hope everyone is doing well today, and I also will just simply say that if you like the video, please consider giving it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, think about doing that as well. But if you really want to help out, think about coming over to Twitch. We're trying to reach partner over here, but we need more viewers to do it. So if you want to come by, whether it's to lurk or to talk, think about doing it, because it really does make a world of a difference. It's always nice to have more viewers and more people talking. Nice people to hang out with. It's always nice. Also, we have a pretty cool Discord community if you want to check that out. And I have a Ko-fi link if you want to help directly monetize my content. All links are in the description, so check them out at your leisure. And also, of course, if you want to follow the Pokerole wiki or help work on it, it is also over here at this link, so you can check it out if you're interested. There are recaps for episodes if you want to catch up a little faster than watching every episode. That's probably the most valuable thing on the wiki so far. Like, courtesy of, Enio, right? That's how you say his name, I think. But yes, courtesy of Enio, and others have worked on the wiki as well. But, with that being said, how's everybody doing?
Ready, Swan?
I'm doing alright.
That's good. Kyrio will be in type mode today. He is visiting family, and he's also on a trackpad, so if he needs any help with anything, he can just let us know. I hope Kyrio is also doing well, though, considering that. And also, Eragon should be here soon if he isn't already, because he is just making some food before we begin, so...
I'm here.
Hello.
Hello.
Alright.
So, all that being said, though... Yes, Pierce, this is true. Karserus, feel free to recap at your leisure.
Sure. Also, I remembered what music was playing.
Oh, we did play some music.
Yes, number 23, not number 24.
That should be my color.
Because sad.
23. Okay, hold on a second. Let me put that on.
Last session, you all were fighting Megamis Magius and her choir, as well as Grimmsnarl. I've already put away Grimmsnarl because he's basically a token. And Riley displayed a new power with his aura. He called up a bunch of chains and held Miss Magius in place, which made her much easier to deal with. Like, she didn't even get the chance to break them. Which, I am both sad and really happy. The dichotomy of a DM. But it was not an easy fight, either. Team Cheer was kind of on their last legs and saved by, I can't even call them technicalities. It's mostly me being like, oh, but this thing... Wait. No, but this thing... In any case, there came a point where Tucker finally used Shadow Sneak on volition and connected with Miss Magius. Partially to his detriment, but also effectively ending the fight.
It was 0 HP, right? That was not
zero
changed.
will.
Oh, 0 will. Oh, right.
You expended will to make it happen.
That's right.
And there was a very sad moment where Miss Magius sort of broke down. And Ralph walked up to her and gave her one final embrace before she faded away. And
Make no mistake, I finished her off.
oh yes,
Yes, I gave her a hug, apologized, and then killed her.
yup. That was the end of it.
I think with a body slam it was.
Yes. Flavored more like a crushing hug, but yes. And as she faded, so too did everything that was keeping this house together. Her choir faded, the lights, the grandeur, it all became dilapidated. Though before you all left the altar room, with its many bones that no longer writhe, Brooke picked up the wedding bands. I remember specifically that Brooke picked up the wedding bands. And you all slowly left the mansion, room by room. You didn't explore it, but I suppose Team Cheer didn't feel much point in prolonging their stay. And as you all left, you saw the gathered spirits of the staff, who greeted and thanked Team Cheer for what they did. And they too faded away. And that left you all at the front step of the mansion in the muted glade. And as you all are yet standing there, bits of light start to pierce through the branches of the trees. It's dawn.
Well, I'm gonna wait for Kyrio to get back before I want to advance further. Past the recap, of course. He returns! That dog had to be fed for a while. A lot of food for Doggo.
Welcome back, Kyrio.
Hey, Kyrio, we just finished recap.
Yes, you all are... Well, also had to be let out, which didn't
fair.
make sense.
Pop okay. The only bit you missed, Kyrio, is that as we walk outside, light breaks through the trees because dawn has arrived, or is arriving. Also, I completely forgot that Brooke actually took the wedding bands, which... So the mansion is in a dilapidated state, right?
Correct. There were cracks and fractures on the pillars in the foyer. The books and scrolls and things in the library are moldering and rotted or going to dust. And it's just not what it was when you all went through it.
Brooke has his reasons. I actually just completely forgot that detail from last session. But it is interesting. They do obviously have worth. Maybe indeed someone would be able to give a better history of this place or something with that information, with those items. Who knows?
Pardon me while I make sure to add that on your sheet, Kyrio.
And Tucker has been fainted. I believe he's being carried by... Who was it? Who's carrying him right now?
Riley's.
Okay.
Yep. Riley has been carrying people, including Zeal, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I've got both of the quadrupeds.
Oh no, but you also have the tree. You poor soul.
Yeah, I've got a tree, 2 quadrupeds, Puff, and Laddie.
You just really want to be that work mule, I guess.
Puff and Laddie weigh nothing, and they're fainted.
True.
It's fine.
They weigh less when they're fainted. I don't know, that's not true, actually. Most things
Though I don't think you're going to be able to carry anything more at this point.
Yeah.
Mostly because of the tree chunk.
That's fine.
Hopefully it's not a long walk back to somewhere where we can rest, which would
Seamstress's house. Yeah.
I feel like I can't ask questions because Tucker is fainted, but can I still ask the question?
Sure.
Okay. I feel like somebody else could ask this question just as easily. So, is the Glade different now?
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
I mean, there's the growing light of day, but from what you can tell, the Glade is still the Glade.
Oh, sorry, bear with me. We were in that boss fight all night, and it's now morning.
I mean, you were in the mansion all night.
Also, I wonder if time was actually manipulated a bit, because she wanted it to be the time, and so I wonder if something was pulled there. I'm not sure.
That's why she had Grimmsnarl use Moonlight.
Yeah, it's true. But that was more of an unnatural sort of effect, I suppose, in a way. Or, like, even an illusion, you could say? Does Moonlight, if a Pokemon causes the moon to come out, is the moon actually being moved, or is it an illusion, would you say?
I think Kyrio is correct. It was night when you got to the Glade and to the mansion.
That's true.
But she required a full moon, which is why she had Grimmsnarl do that. It was not yet a full moon, and she was impatient.
So...
You did not sleep since arriving, so you're probably a little ragged. Yes, that is actually probably a fair assessment. I can only... I would describe it as you were busy with Thing and therefore didn't notice you're tired until about now.
That's true. It has been a very long time since anybody rested. I did not think about that. When's the last time we rested? Snowrit Hamlet? No, we had a better rest.
You've rested in between.
In between, but yeah.
But you... Yeah, I mean... Yeah, you camped along the way, I know that. That was part of the assumption of certain things. But I know you all made it to the Muted Glade, and then you made it to the Seamstresses, and you didn't exactly, sleep there.
This time.
Yeah, I think it might be wise now. I remember Tucker's logic was... His thinking, being that he's overly optimistic sometimes, is... Oh, we'll just do a house call and ask them to stop being noisy. It's not going to be a big effort.
It's never that simple. But I will say that because it's not night, your passage back to the Seamstress's abode is much easier. Kind of already answered this, so just to be sure, Brooke gives a couple claps in the air to check the sound. The Glade is the same. Just to reiterate, and it's wonderful to stay in character and do that, but I will reiterate, just because it's pertinent, the Glade is still the same. Unfortunately, the Mismagius is not what makes the Glade the way it is.
Imagine being so loud that your singing can be heard through an area where sound doesn't pass.
Well, that has more to do with the Miss Magius being the Miss Magius.
Her song being not just a typical song, being a ghost, being what she's doing. Perhaps that breaks the effect or breaks through the effect in some way.
I believe it was implied that, in part because she and Gardevoir had planted the forest in some way she had control over the effect, or at least over the sound in the domain.
I think we all made the guess that she was part of the muted effect, considering that, yes, that she has something to do with the forest existing in the first place, but it seems that the forest is autonomous in that particular quirk. Interesting.
Well, that answers that, Brooke says. Only had necromancy. Same as before. Keep close and don't lose sight of each other, Brooke says before yawning.
Tubby, you should perhaps try that again, but this time with actually holding the microphone down.
Hey.
Go ahead, Tubby.
I'm pretty sure that was just Ralph responding with right.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right isn't correct.
Yeah, just sounding off. It's very important for, for
The remainder of
sound
you
off
who
the
are
leader.
awake.
Roger.
Oh gosh, before the session, my mate and I watched the Kenobi finale. Now you made me think of droids.
Fucking
like
good,
them.
wasn't it?
I like those.
Yes.
Those are my favorite Star Wars robots. I don't know.
Roger. Maybe after the session I will talk about Lancer stuff, because
Sure,
I
I
mean
wouldn't mind
earlier
that.
than anyway. You all
Rally
make
will
your way.
follow. Your rally will follow.
Okay. Do you want me to put the ghosties in the bag? I can put the ghosties in the bag.
You can delete all but one, I think, because
Well, yeah, but
we only need one.
there. Okay.
Pardon me. I'm looking for less sad music.
We could go back to the muted Glade if.
Yeah, we might as well.
I mean, the seamstress's house is in the Glade, so technically playing that music there makes sense too. I would imagine. It's also a chill song.
It's also not in Dungeons 2.
Oh, yeah, it's actually a bit older than that.
Yep, Dungeons 128. You make your way back, and it's definitely a lot less spooky, air quotes, than at night, but that goes for a lot of places. And thankfully you are not ambushed by bats again,
Good.
or owls. You come upon the abode, and the door is open for you before you even reach the front step. It's one of the spinnerack that you saw her with. Her little friends, as she likes to put it. It motions you inside, rather quietly, and skitters within, leaving the door open for you.
Well, nice and overexpected. In we go.
Now, is Tucker just merely fainted, exhausted, but otherwise?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, barring getting will back for one reason or another, when you reach 0 will, you're effectively out for, I think, 8 hours.
I see. Wow. That's understandable, though.
But hey, at least you'll have slept.
Yeah. He did get Shadow Sneak out of this ordeal, so.
appropriate that you learned a ghost move after an encounter with ghosts.
I mean, that might have been part of it. Tucker, I mean, actually, when you think about it, what might have actually broke through that is the fact he wanted to connect with the ghost, too. I could see his connection fast-tracking learning some things, actually. Picking up on auras, elements.
Y'all have your own ways to fast-track various forms of trading. Not sure how to zoom in with keyboard controls. I believe you can hold M and it will magnify. And Alt will
Oh, I forgot that existed.
blow up things that you're...
Yes. M to
Covering
magnify what you're looking at, and Alt can just blow up a particular object, and you can then see it slightly bigger. Granted, he might still have the same problem because mouse wheel lets you see the Alt thing bigger. So I imagine mouse wheel's the problem, though. There's definitely another way to zoom in. I just can't remember how it is.
It's fine.
Oh, Beerus also says you could go to your keybinds and set a zoom in key for keyboard in the keybinds. So you could also go look there.
A completely unrelated note. On a scale of 1 to done, how done is my new jacket?
Well, when you all... jacket. Wait. Oh, right, you wanted the jacket instead of the cloak.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, I had an old message I saved for myself on Telegram for like, certain things for y'all, and I still had it under cloak for Riley.
Oh.
It's fine, same function. But when you all head into the seamstress's abode, thankfully, the floorboards don't creak all that much. But you do see the seamstress asleep by her tools of the trade, and on a table next to her is what looks to be a brown coat.
Well, I assume that's for me, but I feel like if I try and grab it, I'm gonna lose a hand.
You might.
I'm gonna put the two unconscious people in a corner somewhere. Anywhere there's space.
There's plenty of space.
Yeah, just pile them somewhere.
Just pile Riley and Tucker together. Or
Zeal and Tucker.
Zeal and
rather.
Tucker. You can tell my brain is 100% here.
I'm just gonna put this back up. Oh, there we go.
But yes, you pile Zeal and Tucker together. They just are snuggled up and asleep. It's fine. But yeah, with a little light from the doorway, I feel like I said this place didn't have windows. That's something I would have to go look at. But
That sounds
in any
logical for a
case-
spider. Oh, where did Riley set down, Tucker? Just on the ground, on the floor somewhere?
Yeah,
In a corner, yeah.
Okay, out corner, okay.
you and Zeal have been set in a corner. But there seems to be some amount of space. The spinner rack from before, or at least you assume it's the same spinner rack from before, it's kind of hard to tell. And yes, they do all have the same patterning on their abdomens, so it makes it even harder to tell them apart. But the spinner rack from before brings over what looks to be a blanket of some kind. They don't exactly have pillows, but they just roll up another blanket and slowly sort of scooch it under Tucker and Zeal's heads.
Aw.
They then wordlessly skitter over to a cupboard that is opened, and they gesture to it, and it also has more of these blankets in it.
I am somewhat surprised, yet not surprised that seamstress has accounted for guests taking a rest there.
May just well be a cupboard full of blankets that she made.
I
I
mean,
was gonna say, how do you know
true.
that she didn't just make the blankets out of boredom?
that's fair, actually.
I guess Riley will go over and hand a blanket to everybody. He's gonna get one for Puff and Laddie too.
Aw, are you gonna wrap them up like a burrito?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. That's too cute.
As it should be.
They are my babies and they must be protected.
That's... Ah!
I cannot find... Oh, there she is.
Freaking... My own group's players conspiring to make me cry because emotional moments, and you all conspiring to kill me with cute.
Be thankful you're not my players. Who are conspiring to kill me out of frustration.
Oh
Aw.
no.
They keep murdering all my NPCs.
Oh, murder hobos. There are ways to deal with that.
Murder hobo singular, and everyone else is just going what the fuck to him all the time. This is incidentally hilarious.
Well, so long as you all enjoy it. Brooke looks around. Well, looks like we should get comfortable, he says, taking a spot next to Tucker and Zeal. At least Tucker and Zeal are warm. So, what about Ralph and Riley?
Trying to pull out a spinnerack, but I just can't find them.
There's nothing I can think of that needs to be done, before the lady wakes up, so I suppose I will just nap with them.
I shall tell the ghost in my brain to keep one eye open, but I will find a clear spot and have a nap.
I mean, it's not like he needs to sleep,
Yeah,
and he has
That's-
no
that's-
designs on being spider food.
that's the secret. I'm always watching.
Alright. Well, you all manage rest. Restore your will points and restore half your HP.
Like up to half or half.
Restore half your HP isn't a number. So, for instance, Brooke has 1 HP, they would go up to 5.
Oh, is it rounding up?
I should explain. Restore half your max HP
Oh, okay.
as a
So,
number.
so 3 for Tucker, for instance?
Yes. Yes, I will do that for you, Kyrio.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Kyrio. What about Will?
Almost fully healed. Will's full.
Oh, Will does fill up even for Tucker?
Yep.
Okay.
Heals are back on the menu, boys.
Also, I don't know why. I'm pretty sure we had a spinnerack in that Game Boy Color, but I just couldn't find it, and neither could the chat. I don't think anybody noticed
Get
it.
in the
either.
garbage can.
Is it in the garbage?
Oh, is it in the garbage?
I don't know.
Oh, it should be in the bag in the,
Oh,
in the
yeah.
extreme lower left corner.
I know we had a spinner rack at some point, I think.
We definitely had
Either that or I said it was okay and we didn't need it.
Or maybe I got deleted by accident. It's possible because we had a few extras, so maybe we deleted all of them put them together.
It's fine.
Oh, that is not a spinner rack. Don't ignore that. That's fine. Not a big deal. Here's Ariados.
Yeah, she big.
Yes, she is.
Okay, somebody
so
roll me
cool.
a doom die.
Uh-oh. I could always just spawn another spinner rack. It's not a big deal. Hmm.
6 doom or 3 doom.
So, Ralph. Give me your insight survival alert.
I see.
Oh no, you're being attacked in a safe zone. The horror movie hasn't stopped.
This is all an illusion. We've been deceived.
You're totally playing the evil within.
I don't think I get the reference.
Yeah.
Oh, is that it?
Evil within. It's Michael Myers' theme, Halloween.
Oh. Fair.
Oh, no, I didn't mean the song. I meant the game, because in that game, the save point becomes dangerous several times throughout the gameplay.
I felt it's appropriate to point out that Kyrio's artwork is amazing. And also, that's the Ariato's actual...
Oh gosh, yes, the Ariado sketch by Kyrio. I don't think I'm ever going to get over that. Ralph, you wake up to find the seamstress hovering over you, drooling.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Her mandibles slowly widening.
It's a contest then. I will open mine as wide as I can. Let's go.
He's gonna die.
Just the creak as Ralph attempts to trash can lid. Oh no. Alright, everybody else can give me insight survival alerts.
Do I have to? I mean, I'm technically already watching.
I mean... Tiber's more concerned about you than he is about Ralph.
That's fair enough. Yeah, doesn't really like Ralph.
Silently rooting. Come on.
Oh, for you, Brooke, that would be 5 dice.
Your perception is terrible, bro.
Well, a lot of you have chosen not to put points in alert.
That is true. Actually, no, Tucker's put as many points as Riley into the alert, at least. All right. I'm kind of debating if Tucker would do a roll because he's waking up after quite a ordeal. I guess he would still do one though, because he would be alert after what he's experienced. So, try to keep track of what's going on as he wakes up. Last he remembers, he fainted in front of a ghost. So, oh, it's not too bad.
Brooke is a little groggy. Tucker, you wake up about the same time as Riley does. And you see the seamstress hovering over Ralph, looking like she wants breakfast.
But you not. He's more useful to us alive.
She blinks a few times and then reels back with a high-pitched chittering noise, which starts Zeal awake, as well as Poff and Laddie. So you hear a as they wiggle in their little burrito.
No, I should probably go fetch them, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should probably unburrito
That
them.
might be a good idea. They probably would look like a breakfast burrito to her.
Yeah, I'm gonna go unwrap them and put them back in the bag with safekeeping.
Good plan. And hey, for once, it's something that wasn't trying to eat you.
I thought we already covered the fact there's not enough meat on Riley's bones to be worth your time.
This is fair.
Tell her everything it picks a bone with him though.
It's because I look so small and weak and fragile. I was like, ooh, easy pickings. But then about 70% of them ended up dead.
You punch them and then they're like, wait, that was a mistake.
I mean, I was gonna say because he looks scrappy.
My
Sure, yeah.
apologies. I am very hungry after all that work. I did not even notice you coming in. However, I can hear that the Glade is once again a bit more quiet. My appreciation.
May I say something?
Yeah.
Okay. Tucker's reaction to the whole about to eat Ralph thing was he actually does kind of fire to his feet, though he kind of stumbles as he does so when he is actually finally awake. Though he doesn't seem as startled necessarily over that situation but more that he is doing a late reaction to what he was previously experiencing before fainting. He looks very confused, but kind of processes things as the Ariados talks. Because, incidentally, it's also filling him in on the result of what happened after he fainted. He slowly calms down, basically. At all.
Hopefully you've managed some rest. Perhaps my little friends have left me something to nibble on.
As she begins somewhat daintily peering through the cupboards here and there, sort of acting like the kind of person who feels ashamed that they almost did something, and so they're being extra careful about what they're doing for the moment.
I don't think I quite caught the last bit of what she said, actually. I love the accent, but sometimes I have trouble hearing it.
She said she hopes that her little friends left her something to nibble on.
Oh. I don't think we have any food.
I have a single raspberry.
That's kind of food. Frick has a chestoberry, but that just...
I feel like I could have kissed her, and that would have been hilarious, but also probably bad. I feel like I'd have been poisoned.
I don't know if kissing a spider is a really great idea.
I will spoil it for you. It would have been horrifying.
Yeah. I mean, I'd get poisoned, she'd get paralyzed, we're even.
Also, Mawile would be unhappy.
Yeah. How am I gonna kiss Mawa without paralyzing her? I'll have to like work on holding back the actual attack.
I think you can kiss without licking. Just punch here, but.
I mean, you can, but.
I mean, let us consider the kind of life experience Ralph probably had as a human. How much does Ralph know or remember about romance? My guess is very little.
His social interaction skills were not that great back then, were they?
No. He chose work and beer over proper social interaction.
Kyrio, no tongue. But yes, she is somewhat cautiously looking through cupboards for something that may have been left behind. She does eventually pull out what looks like a tin and sets it down, prizing it open with her forelimbs. And inside are what look to be butter cookies. Brooke yawns, seemingly oblivious to what had just happened. Man, yesterday was rough. Is everyone alright? Yes, checking over Tucker and Zeal. I'm okay. I just woke up. Ooh, are those cookies? I haven't had those since the festival. As Zeal begins to pad closer, heedless of any danger.
How sweet of them to leave me such sweets. I wonder whence they procured these.
As she daintily takes one and begins to nibble on it. 1 nibble, 2 nibble, munch!
Tucker kind of just looks around and his ears are perking as he seems to be noticing the lack of singing himself. He looks towards Brooke at that question and is like,
I think so. Did we win? What happened afterwards?
he actually does those the butter cookies as well, and he's probably hungry given what he's been through, but notably he's not really interested in the food at this moment.
Well, we're not sacrificed, Burke says with a grin. Counts as a win in my book.
Tucker kind of does a little nod and tries to put out a little smile, but his ears are pretty low. It's kind of clear that situation was something for him. He just kind of mutters under his breath. Maybe somebody can notice if they're paying attention.
Just hope they had peace.
All I know is that the manor's empty now, he says softly. They won't be hurting anyone anymore.
He seems a little better hearing that. Still looking quite sad about everything, but he just remarks,
At this point, that's what matters most.
I shall be certain to send my little friends in to retrieve anything of value. And, of course, to provide a proper ceremony for those who are gone.
The seamstress nudges the cookie tin closer to you all, having collected for herself about half the cookies in the tin as she is munching on them one by one.
Tucker seems just a little surprised at the Ariato's comment about doing a proper ceremony. Perhaps looking a little sheepish that that conversation be listed in on. Not surprising, given they're a spider. But also that they picked up on that. He looks like he feels a little better hearing that. And does actually take a single cookie to munch on.
Or I would probably grab a cookie for Pop and Laddie. It's one each, not one for them to share, by the way.
That's totally fine. They nibble on the cookies.
I'm surprised Ralph hasn't launched himself at the tin at this point, I guess is the best way to put it. Does Ralph do anything, Tubby?
I figured I would wait on the Burke response until Tubby does.
Yeah, Tubby, you first. Go ahead.
I mean, I suppose he'll take one, but I'm a bit distracted.
That's okay.
It's okay.
He's gonna practice moderation given these all the spider's hunger.
Well, I mean, he's also looking to evolve, last I recall.
Yeah, there's that. It's probably.
So Ralph is a bit preoccupied a little bit too.
Yeah. Open his mouth and big and wide-headed to show that he also has a big mouth, and if he wanted to, he could eat her right there.
You say this. In any case, Rook holds up the rings. The least we can do is remember them. He looks at Tucker. Regardless of their mistakes, no one deserves to be forgotten.
Tucker nods more resolutely at that, though he looks kind of curious that the rings were kept.
What are you gonna do with those?
He asks.
By the way, Riley, when Puff and Laddie are almost done with their cookies, they notice that you have not had any cookie, and so they try to nudge the small remaining portions and crumbs of their cookie toward you.
Oh my god. Well, I can't say no to that. I will accept their offerings.
A small amount of caloric value, at least.
I mean, so long as you ate something, right?
Yeah, something.
I'm not sure, Rook says. They're a little small for my claws. How do you feel about earrings? He smirks.
Tucker does manage a little chuckle at that.
That might work. Though, I wonder if Marwell could tell us anything about the mansion with those. If they mean anything.
How odd. An interesting choice of accessory, even if I am not the most expert. But, correct me if I am wrong, or perhaps partially blind. But you do not appear to have ears, Monsieur Brooke.
Tucker blinks, realizing he missed that himself.
Might we suggest minor alterations? Perhaps putting them on your fangs. It is quite popular with the large-jawed crowd.
Well, I was suggesting Tucker would wear them. He could pull it off.
Tucker, oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. It's fine.
Oh, I was just going to say that Tucker looks a little surprised at that, and seems to give it some thought with a blush.
Maybe I could.
Pardon my mistake. Speaking of garments...
The Ariados quickly finishes the rest of her cookies in a somewhat unladylike display of consumption. And then she makes her way over to the table.
Ralph Mutter's so cool.
That's right. Ralph is somewhat enamored with the seamstress because she's terrifying.
Yeah, she's like so big and gluttonous and scary, and like Ralph wants to be like that, but also not. Like he doesn't want people scared of him. But like it seems like it'd be so cool to like have for like a day or two.
Well, with a pair of limbs, she brings over and holds up a coat to Riley. It seems to be embedded with multiple shimmering pink gemstones.
I managed to finish this just before I nodded off last night. Please, try it on. I can make any adjustments as necessary.
Alright, I'll put my bag on the floor with Puff and Laddie, and I'll take the jacket and try it on, see how it fits.
It is Brooke is replying to things. We don't have to modify them directly, if you're worried about damaging them. A short chain would work just as well.
Is Brooke offering Tucker the item, the earrings, to hold himself?
The wedding bands?
Or the wedding bands. Well, I guess they could be earrings soon, but yes.
It sounds like it. But that's something for Kyrio to confirm.
Yes.
As for Riley, it fits perfect. Well, it fits perfect, but it's also a bit large. Almost like she's expecting you to grow.
It's made with Lucario O'Reilly in mind.
It is made in mind so that it is not too small should you evolve.
Very thoughtful.
And yeah, Tucker can take them if he wants to hold on to them. The earrings was just a suggestion.
Okay, Tucker will take them. He is kind of curious. It seems like the suggestion. He's not entirely sure at this moment, but he hasn't had the chance to do this before. I also just copied Winter Clothing and turned it to the wedding bands. I assume they could just count as one item.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Tucker would actually like to properly inspect them. Are these just simple gold bands, or is there anything to them?
These are simple gold bands.
Okay.
I seem to recall there may have been an engraving on the inside, but I don't remember the engraving.
Okay.
All this talk of the wedding bands has Ralph looking thoughtful.
Tucker will basically be thankful to Brooke for the suggestion and the rings, and he's clearly just going to think on it for now. And kind of casually inspecting them. I'm curious though. So what's Riley's coat look like?
Oh, could you mod me, by the way?
Oh, sure.
Don't we have a picture of that somewhere?
Oh, you
yeah,
have it.
there is a picture of it somewhere.
Let's
It's
see.
on the table.
Was
Sure,
that
it was on the table?
Was that a picture I shared before?
I believe so.
Okay,
Should
hold
be
on.
on the table.
Let me look.
It should be somewhere here. Yeah. Oh. Is it on, like, the other side of one of these?
No, try. It was locked.
Oh, which one is locked?
I think it was the other side of this one.
That's
I don't
odd.
know.
That's odd. They shouldn't be locked. Hold on a minute. I'll unlock them for you.
Unlocked. Flip. No.
Oh, you mean yours? Oh, I'm not sure. I could somebody please share the picture with me again? Maybe I didn't save it properly.
One moment.
Yeah, also, if it was made a while ago. Oh wait, is it the one with eyes?
No, that's not that one. Well, that one is featured in that image. It is not, however, explicitly that image. I can just grab all three. Give me a minute.
Sure.
Give it a bit longer. It appears to be struggling.
Oh, it's okay.
There it goes. Yeah, they're not in order. Fantastic. There they all are.
Okay, I think to Telegram or... Oh, I see. There it is. Okay. Thank you very much. I feel like I may have not saved these. Or, yeah, so let me just save them real fast. There we go. I did have the eyes one. I showed the eyes one a while ago, actually. That was some sessions back, if I recall. So, would you like me to make a card for Riley? For that? Or like a
I
one?
have done so.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, wasting no time.
Thank you.
Yep, that's why I wanted to be modded.
Okay.
Feel free to hover over that. I put it in your last garment slot.
Where is it? Oh, I mean, I'm curious too.
Oh.
Minior Geo Coat and Ascent. +1 special defense, +1 accuracy to aura moves. Channels aura well.
Yeah, my special defense is off the fucking charts.
Wow.
5.
Yeah, so if something wants to hurt you, it's going to have to beat you into submission.
Yeah,
Car,
that
you
seems
said,
pretty accurate.
Car, did you say you made an image card too? I don't see it.
No, I did not make an image
okay.
card. It's just
Okay.
that. That is the
Garment
card.
code.
Okay, hold on a
Yeah,
minute.
a garment card.
Let me make a proper, just a moment. I need to get my Imgur open so I can make sure this is a permanent link so it doesn't expire. Just a moment. Of course, feel free to continue as I do this. It's fine.
Yes. Any suggestions? Adjustments? Perhaps you want me to add tassels?
I am fine without tassels. It fits great.
Wonderful. Now then, if you are still set on learning my trade to some extent, I will be happy to tutor you. Though perhaps not at this very moment. As I recall, you are all very busy.
Yes, we're expected elsewhere, but I'll make my way back soon enough.
Really nice looking coat.
And the verse side is also done. There we go. That is a cool... Wow, that's really good, Kyrio. Good work on that.
Pink does offset your blue fur rather well, I'd say. Brooke says approvingly.
The other
Also,
side
oh my
is-
gosh, the reverse side, I forgot.
Yes, reverse. I reversed it for... So that's what Tiber's using it.
It's just a casual reminder of how threatening Riley could look if he ever wanted to look threatening.
Would you like to replace a card? Or would you like me to just put another card around your sheet?
I think we'll replace the one with the bone.
Okay. I guess I could just copy the link over to that one. I believe that would work.
Well, perhaps when you come for tutoring, you could bring snacks?
She suggests sort of tapping her forelimbs together.
In lieu of payment, of course.
Would you like me to leave it unlocked so you can flip it at your leisure?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, done.
I will remember to bring snacks.
Riley will notice that she is trying very hard not to stare at your bag, even though her head is tilting ever so slightly to look at it now and then.
I should probably go pick that back up now.
Also, Tucker will also react a little bit. I don't know if the RDOs was addressing Tucker as well with that comment about learning a craft, but that was offered him before, so he is still giving it consideration. I think my brain's a little lacking right now, but I think it was over. He was being told that he would be good with tapestries. I think it
Yes.
was. Yes.
Because even as a quadruped, Tucker can still work a loom.
Tucker would not say too much on the matter, but he would indicate interest if it was directed towards him again, too. I assume it was, so. I believe Riley mentioned coming back later, right? In
Yeah.
response to that. So Tucker will just nod along with that comment.
Well, hopefully the Glade will see a little more life now that no one is singing a parish song every month, Brooke remarks.
Indeed. Perhaps, now that you have gone on such a venture, you understand why I requested it of you.
Tucker will speak up and ask, "Did you know what happened there?"
Precisely? No. None. Even now, I do not yet quite understand what went on there. But things happened long ago. That much I am aware. I am old, but not necessarily that old. But with that said, it is true. With every coming of the full moon, the singing would become more fervent. Zealous, I believe the word is. But now, it is quiet. And perhaps there will be peace here. Less a place of terrifying predators. And a sanctuary. Maybe. Of course, you are talking to one who would benefit from exploiting such a sanctuary. She giggles and sort of smiles in a saccharine manner. She's clearly not evil. Clearly, just, she's hungry.
I'm not
Tucker.
evil, not evil, not evil.
Tucker flops one ear at that. He looks a little suspicious of her, but he honestly doesn't seem to be too bothered by it.
Yes. Before I forget, next you come to me, little, would you?
She gestures vaguely in Tucker's direction.
Remember to bring your uniform, yes?
Oh, of course.
He does waggle a little bit at that, remembering that fact. It had not been on his mind for a bit. Also, good comment there.
Such is our nature, Brooke smirks.
Exactly.
She notes aside.
But yes, now that I have worked upon your friend's garment, inspiration has struck me. I must insist that you all bring me a terrier.
Her mandibles click as she brings her forelimbs together, sort of doing that sort of ringing motion, except she's just sort of passing one forelimb over the other because she doesn't exactly have hands.
What did she ask? Bring a what?
Material.
Oh, material. Yes. She is hungry for projects. She is hungry for food. Whichever comes first. Whichever presents itself first.
And ere you leave my abode, to recall you do have something for that pioneer, yes? And he has debt to pay.
Try to remember.
Do you remember you have something for that pioneer, yes? Your leader?
Oh, right.
And they have debt to pay.
Yes, that's right. I almost forgot that.
Yup. He paid for a coat. Well, okay, he ordered a coat, and he left it there.
And are we being asked to pay for it, basically?
No, we're asked to go.
No,
we
you're
got the
going to
deck
deliver
collected.
the coat and the receipt to
Ah.
Pandoro.
Yeah, so he pays it. Fair. Fair. Also, when Brooke does say that line, such is our nature, Tucker does just kind of nod and relax a bit. He most certainly has a different attitude towards a simple natural predator being a predator in the wild compared to blood sacrifices like was being done at the mansion. So there is a significant difference between natural and unnatural death, and he does care about that difference.
Now then, since I have eaten some, is there perhaps anything else I may do for you? Or will you be going on your way?
Do you have any more cookies? Zeal says with her mouth full.
Alas, it seems the tin is empty.
And she pokes at it, and it makes a very hollow ding.
I'm gonna make a note of Tucker's sheet. Let's see here. Bring more cookies later. Done. Tucker will make a mental note.
Ha. I mean, there are Pokemon who bake in Savantown.
This is true. He remembers a particular milk tank that had a treat that is probably too stale to give to the Ariados. Actually, I think he still has it, right? He does.
Oh
It'll
my
be
gosh.
mummified by the time he actually tries to eat it.
It'll be a chew bone.
Nonetheless, that is already he knows somebody who makes treats, so.
It's about time we head back. We've been gone from home for too long, Brooke says before pausing. Oh, I guess I need to go to the Gallantry first.
Ah, I see. You have business with the bombastic knights. Understandable. Given that the goals of your organization and theirs are mostly aligned.
Tucker will go ahead and openly admit,
Well, it's not exactly a business call, but we do have some debts to pay, I suppose.
Oh, most unfortunate. I knew I was going to ask you to send the Zebstrika my way. I have yet to attempt to make a barding before. I am most curious to see how I would do.
Well, we can still pass the message along, I guess. Hopefully,
This
our
is
interaction...
Sorry.
do you want to say something, Ralph?
It's not important until later. I thought you were doing my bit.
Oh, it's okay. That's basically all the Tucker was going to say. Unless other people want to add to that conversation. But yeah, what
I will
was...
add, and thank you, chat, for reminding me, Ariados did ask you guys to get a tapestry from the Gallantry.
Oh, true.
She forgot. I forgot. But you guys may or may not have. But yes,
Oh.
she did ask you guys to get a tapestry from the Gallantry so she could repair it.
Oh, no, Tucker wrote down. Or at least, I wrote down Tucker's sheet. Or
Nice.
somebody wrote it down on my sheet. Either way.
Yeah. But I was saying, what was it the Zeb Striker didn't like to be called? It's very important for Ralph's character that he call him that.
You'll find out when you get back there. It's going to be very obvious.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Tucker will keep these things in mind. I can't. Quick refresher. Who does the Gallantry? Do they have the guys there? Do they have a problem with the entire team, or was it with specific individuals?
It is a generalized matter of honor at this point.
Right. A group as a whole. Then, yeah. A line.
You know, Brooke says, I could go alone. It's been a lot longer than we expected, and I imagine Lizard is getting antsy.
Didn't they say they wanted to duel us for our honor? No offense, Brooke, but I don't think you'd win.
Do we have any honor to spare?
I mean, I don't think any of them is an electric type. Zeal offers.
Tucker pipes up and says,
It's okay, Brooke. We're a team. We'll stick together. And besides, I kind of wanted to see what that place was like anyways. They don't seem that bad. Maybe a little zealous, but...
I can manage a duel. Burke waves it off. And even if I lose, what would they do?
Nothing particular.
The Ariados interjects.
So you're not the, how you say, executioner compared to judge and jury? I don't know if we have those over here. Alas, I lack for a proper analogy. Suffice to say, you ought to be fine. After all, you are not a truly wicked individual. Of this, I am certain. Of all of you.
Well, if you're sure, Burke says, maybe we can send a letter to Lizard instead.
This I can help you with, if you so choose. I can have one of my little friends make an errand. Certainly, if you are going to be taking this scenic route, they will get there faster than you.
A question. We did stop by the Gallantry briefly, right? On the way here.
Yes.
Just to stop in and basically get the terms and conditions, more or less, in a small meeting. So, I actually never really asked. We didn't enter the Gallantry, though, right? We kind of just talked them outside of it.
Yeah, pretty much. It was possible for you to enter, but also, you guys were kind of in a hurry doing a different thing, and entering the Gallantry meant like 99.9% certainty having to deal with the duel right away.
Right, and we didn't have time. They allowed us to postpone. Because, yeah, that's part of the thing. I just wanted to verify the line I had Tucker say, where he wanted to actually properly see the place, which he hasn't done so. Plus, this tapestry, he would probably be inside or in one of the more interior spaces. So.
No, you entered the front, but did not go far into it. Effectively, yes. Effectively, they were standing outside. They didn't exactly go in and explore.
Yeah. Well, if the duel could be sorted, maybe we could be on friendly terms, is Tucker's logic, and we can hang out there for a minute.
I'd say so. We go there, we do one, we say what's up.
So, would you all like to take the seamstress up on her offer? Since she seems willing to allow one of the Spinnerack to send a letter for you.
Me and Riley probably would.
There will be 2 Spinnerack that skitter out. They're going to place paper on a table and an inkwell with an absurdly large feathered quill.
Nice.
It is a quill that has rainbow colors.
Oh.
Ooh.
You leave the quill where it is, Ralph.
Yeah, this is the kind of quill that I'm pretty sure Ralph would look at and go, "Ooh, this would look good in my hat."
Sounds
You're
like
not
it.
necessarily
I
wrong.
mean, I'm not looking to start looking like an Indian.
Look,
Native
a hat like
American
yours
shit,
can have
but
like
yeah.
6 feathers in it and still be fine.
Different feather for each day, though. Just like a looking swell.
Okay, so
It's would it be pretentious to call it macaroni?
oh gosh,
That was good.
that's fine. Like, if you guys want to actually write up letters that you're sending to specific characters, that's fine by me, and you can just send me the letter later if you want, and like I can share it on the Pokerole Discord at some point,
or just have it be a thing that was
or just
kept in character.
like
either
keep
way.
it private. That again, it's up to you. But like, whoever is sending a letter, you will get the chance to have letters written and made for you.
This is
They
fair.
will
I'll
be-
send a letter to Liz.
Tucker will not
Yes,
send a
I-
letter. He has a little trouble writing, anyways. But he also doesn't really have a reason to send a letter to.
Hi, yes, I shall send a letter. I should send a letter to my sweetheart back home.
Also,
Well,
some
I mean,
new.
she might be out somewhere, but I will send her.
Also,
It'll be
some...
appropriately sappy. So.
I'm sorry for interrupting, Tubby, but also some new scheduling conflicts abound. Now I no longer have to leave early. Yay!
It's kind
Yay,
of bad
but oh
and
no.
good. Like it is mixed news, really. Sorry to hear about the conflict, though.
But, yes, for now, you guys get to write up your letters. Z will make a letter. He has trouble writing, so at first he starts to move to dip his paws in the ink, and the observing spinnerack that's been collecting all the letters just bats his paw away. And Zia looks up at it and goes, "Well, fine. I will dictate my letter to you." And then begins to dictate a letter that is going to be sent to Hakamo.
Aw.
It is not nearly as adorable as you think, and it is just as derpy as you believe.
That might be adorable, though.
But the spinnerack zips off once it's basically a Twitter rant. A Twitter rant of Seal going, "Hi, I hope you're doing okay. I'm gonna come back soon. I am awesomer now."
+3 awesome, in fact.
No, +4.
Oh my.
And your letters are sent off. And when Team Cheer decides to finally go, the seamstress will have another spinnerack just guide you all out of the muted glade so that there isn't any possibility of you getting lost.
Is there any spinnerack big enough for us to ride out?
Nope.
I think they're doing enough for us. I don't think they need to be mounts.
I mean, it would just be really cool to ride a giant spider.
Fair.
Yeah, it's your end. My mind's just wandering a little bit.
That's okay. My mind does that all the time, but I kind of do it on purpose, but also not.
Yeah. It's over here now.
Where?
I didn't really think that far ahead.
Oh gosh, this is a conversation that could go for ages.
Tucker will, by the way, kind of give a look over Zill. Is Zill in, like, how much has he healed? Is he in decent shape? Like, how's he doing?
Zeal looks like he's doing fine.
Okay. 'Cause obviously Tucker saw him faint, so he's maybe a little bit doting on the sense of checking on his health. Kind of on the side.
It takes a little bit. But you all get out of the muted glade, and everything finally sounds normal, which kind of sounds weird to you for a good few minutes.
Did things sound normal in her little house, Ariana's house place? I can't remember.
Assuming there wasn't too much distance between you and anyone talking.
Oh, okay, so it still technically took effect indoors there.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a reminder, the extreme edges of this extended table could be a little weird if you don't top down. I forgot.
Like
about
when
that.
when your ears pop in an airplane, kinda, yeah.
Huh.
Except it's not like an air pressure thing. It's you're getting used to this sounding different than you've gotten used to it sounding. It's closer to when you pull off tinted goggles and you realize that the sun dyes everything partially yellow.
That makes sense. Pulling out air plugs, forget not to yell at each other for a while.
Yeah, pretty much. But unfortunately for you and your less than fed stomachs, it looks like the sun is relatively high in the sky, which means you haven't eaten a proper meal in a while.
Yeah, story of
That's
my life.
terrible.
Oh.
I mean, you had the dinner at the Miss Magius's mansion,
I
but
feel like that did more harm than good. And also, it was literally grass they found in the garden and put on a plate.
no, it was actual food.
It was real food. I don't remember what
Yeah,
Tucker
yeah. We
ate
just
out of
had to give you a side dish. Didn't we get you like a mushroom something or another as a side dish?
Did not eat that.
Was it poisoned?
Oh.
Was any of that poisoned? I can't remember. I think there was poison involved. Something.
Yeah, it was poisoned.
There
And
was
I
an
had
amount
quite
of
a
poison.
bit. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, because I was, Zeal didn't have anything because Zeal was a servant serving you. I did because I ate Riley's thing.
And none of y'all suffered from the poison or even the perish song.
Well, for the most part, yeah. Yeah, they kind of got lucky, I guess. Iron stomachs, I suppose. Still, though, a poison meal is probably not going to be the most filling.
Oh man, I tried to recall when I tried to eat the literal meal for poison types because I didn't want them to feel like their contribution wasn't.
I don't know how the body responds to such, but I feel like if you eat something that is rotten or poison and you don't get sick from it, the nutritional value is pretty much lost by your body working hard not to get sick from it. But I don't know.
Yeah, I suppose.
Depends. But yes, you all are fairly hungry, and unfortunately, you do not have any rations on you. You have some berries, but I believe it's mostly a chestoberry and a raspberry between all of you.
Tucker
Unless
prefers,
you think you can eat herbal bundles.
Tucker prefers not dipping into the items that could be used for more important purposes, unless he has to. So, where are they? Where are we now? Outside the Glade, you said?
Yes. We should...
Did our supplies for Snowbird Village run out already? We did have those. But also, who knows how much it was.
The Baked Plains is something you can do.
Back to
By the way.
Plains? Okay. Is that the actual location? I don't think it actually, wait. Yeah. No? I'm not sure. I can't remember how far the Baked Plains extends.
Oh. It's either that or...
Wild Prairie or...
Wild Prairie. Sorry, Baked Plains is the intro area.
Baked Plains was past the Wild Prairie, so, like, going... Like, past...
No, the Baked Plains was your intro area, I believe.
Yeah, it was near... It was very near Savant Town. To put simply. So, are we back at the Wild Prairie?
Yes, you are back at the Wild Prairie. Hang on, your supplies. That's right, you had, like, a bag of supplies. I don't think we made an item of it. I think I just gave Brooke a list, because Brooke had the supplies. Yeah, double check that.
Okay, hold on a second. Just a second, I wrote. Gotta do a thing.
Oh yeah, your 5 days of foodstuffs are done. That would have been consumed by now. Yeah, just
we've been away for a hunt.
yeah. I needed to double check how much foodstuffs you have been given because I couldn't remember the exact number of days. Yeah, you might have. No, I think you used the last of the camping stuff at one point. Unfortunately. But that's okay. So if you all want to hunt and or scavenge, insight, survival, nature checks. Same if you would like to, like gather, not meat.
Okay. Also, sorry, let me turn the background off again. There we go.
And we will say that every attempt you make is an hour's worth of effort.
Alright, so that's insight, survival, alert for hunting.
Yeah, okay. Alert for
Maybe a
hunting,
mighty
nature
hunter.
for gathering.
Okay, so actually,
There
let's
you
see.
go, mighty hunter Ralph.
I actually do have Tucker wanting to do something.
Oh,
Yeah, so we're in the Wild Prairie, and so who's going to hunt specifically? So Brooke and Ralph are trying to hunt?
it seems like it is.
Yeah.
If Brooke wants to hunt, then we can just use that current roll. It's fine.
Okay, sorry.
There isn't really a river nearby, or like a pond, unfortunately. But you and Ralph can go looking for one. Like I said, the every collective effort is going to represent an hour's worth of work.
Okay, so no rivers, just kind of plains, right? All right.
I recall describing this as having like tall grass in some sections. It's not as tall here as it was further south.
Okay, so
Before when you were heading north, it was really tall grass, and then you got to the Gallantry area, and then there was less grass. You made it to the Oasis, and then to the Drizzle Woods.
that sounds about right. Tucker wants to. So you suggested a roll of insight, survival.
Alert if you're going to hunt,
Alert.
nature if you're going to gather.
What would Tucker would actually be thinking of the situation? Can he use that shadow sneak in relation to what he's trying to do?
What are you trying to do?
Well, I guess he is trying first off to find something. So I guess the normal roll first.
Yes. Normal
Insert
roll
survival, alert, I guess nature in this case. Yeah, insert survival nature then. Though honestly, doesn't
Okay.
actually matter because it's the same roll, but yeah, it's contextually important. All right, let's do this.
first. Is Riley going to be scavenging or hunting?
He will scavenge, he will not hunt.
Okay.
Fair.
Then it will be insight, survival, nature. So, what is Tucker intending to use Shadow Sneak for? Like, to reach somewhere he normally can't?
Well, basically, he would like to. He would like to find something edible, something huntable, basically first. But his idea is he wants to attempt to shadow sneak to basically close the distance and grab it.
Okay, so you wanted alert because you are hunting.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if alert or nature made more sense considering we didn't know if there was anything around yet. So fair. Alright, then let's have it be an alert roll, if there is stuff around.
Like you said, it's the same roll. So.
Okay.
Alright, you may go ahead and roll Shadow Sneak.
Okay. There.
And for Riley, I think your roll pool is 5, since you're scavenging.
Yeah, I got like no points in nature.
So Riley, I would assume, is looking for, like, berries and such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a trend here in most of the rolls.
Huh. The curse of 2 is lifted, the curse of 3 is now. Cast ye evens into the pit, for it praise the odds. I'll say that you guys have a decent haul. Thankfully, this area is not exactly as inhospitable as other areas of the Plains continent. And considering how close you are to the northern section of it, which has the Drizzle Woods, and so it has more frequent rainfall and plant life, and therefore other Pokemon, it's not hard for you to hunt what you need and to gather berries to eat, as well as some amount of edible flora.
That's what Riley was able to find?
Yes.
Cool. So he found a decent little stock.
Riley found a fruit tree of some description. I'm not going to say apples, because apples wouldn't grow. Not here. Actually, someone in chat, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Because I sure don't think apples are an arid environment fruit.
Don't think so.
Oh, I think I can answer that. What was that question again?
I don't think apples are an arid environment fruit.
No.
At least
Well,
not like Savannah.
Not your typical... There's, like, something kind of like an apple. I can't remember the fucking name for it. It's really... Crab apples. That might have been it, actually. Thank you.
I was gonna say guayaba, or...
Yeah, they grow really easily, crab apples. But I don't know if they necessarily grow in the savannah. Let me actually just... make it real simple. There.
In any case, the bottom line is you all managed to get enough food to feed yourselves for the moment.
Fair enough. It's a good question, though. It's kind of interesting. Like, yeah, where do apples grow all over the place? Yeah, I don't believe they grow in environments that arid.
Yeah. And you certainly didn't find bananas. You probably found, like, I don't know, mangoes or something.
This is better.
Mangoes are good. Pineapples, dates, figs. Oh yeah, dates and figs. Those would be something you might see around there.
Oh, yes. Especially around the Drizzle Woods, now that I think about it.
Yeah, those are arid, more arid plants.
In any case, I'm sorry for getting off track.
Oh, that's fun. These little topics.
And I apologize for not being more detailed. This is one of those things where it's like survival moment. And yes, world building. Just not necessarily very detailed world building at the moment.
It's still fun.
But you all are going to be able to travel for several hours more before it starts getting later and the sun begins to dip and it gets very hot. Considering you do not have a whole lot of cover of trees heading in the southward direction, and you haven't quite reached the tall grasses yet. And unfortunately, you are past the point of the oasis. Because that was more west, not south. So the question is, do you all want to try and pull another all-nighter? And walk through the cooler night? Or do you want to try and make yourselves some camp?
I'm gonna say we walk through a cooler night.
It might be better to keep moving.
That
so-
lowers the...
Lowers the chance of problems. Well, also, Tucker is not really fond of idling in the wild prairie region. Also, so none of the other hunting tips worked out, unfortunately.
Oh no, the hunting attempts worked out.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, I generalized it.
Generalized it. How did it go for each person? If in general, I mean.
The rolls speak for themselves for the most part.
Okay.
The only real difference is that Tucker had an ambush advantage.
Yeah. So did Tucker have a slightly better situation? And I was curious mainly, did Tucker pull off the Shadow Sneak? It is his skill now, but I'm wondering if he was able to do it correctly, basically.
Yes.
Cool.
Tucker effectively used the move to hunt. So that is what gave you an ambush advantage.
All right, thank you. That answers my question. I'm sorry for derailing there for a second.
It's all right. I apologize if this was answered, but are you guys settling in, or are you going to keep going?
Well, Ralph voted for us to keep going.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if the fearless leader wants to veto that, but Riley doesn't care.
Orchid trail joke. I kind of feel it in this region too, yeah.
We're all gonna die of dysentery.
You will not.
So we just, well, I mean, let's see. We woke up at dawn. It's, what, noon? Or it's past noon now.
You woke up late morning.
Late morning, actually.
Had cookies. It was a little past noon by the time you left the muted glade. You spent an hour hunting and gathering. You spent time eating. And you have now traveled to the point where the sun is dipping low in the sky and it is getting hot because of that. So it is around this point where you would decide whether you want to keep going, and if you want to keep going until it gets late, or if you want to keep going through the night.
And I feel we should keep going.
Yeah, we should keep going through the night.
We can sleep when we're dead.
And get back to civilization quicker. And, if we do the Gallantry, we should, as victory conditions, we should demand if we win, we get a feast.
I wouldn't push your luck, Ralph.
Yeah, I wouldn't push my luck. I'm all about pushing luck.
Alrighty then.
So what's the vote ultimately at that point?
It sounds like y'all are gonna keep moving.
Okay.
Because it looks like, not counting Tucker at the moment, it's 3 of them, and Zeal is okay to go. He's always okay to go.
Well, with average but successful enough to get fed foraging attempts, I'd say Tucker is able to keep going, certainly.
Alrighty. If everyone would please give me a vitality check, please.
Alright. Just rolling our HP, is that it? Or something? I don't remember.
No, there's a vitality stat.
Oh, right. Let's see.
I don't often have you guys roll that.
Just rolling our vitality itself, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't. Yeah, it is an unusual roll, but Ow.
But we're not
Nobody
doing
rolled
great.
a 0.
I almost
Ralph-
did.
Oh yeah.
Ralph is
I'm
fine.
doing
Zeal is fine. Unfortunately, Riley, Tucker, and Brooke start to flag as the sun begins to dip below the horizon and it gets darker, thankfully becoming a bit cooler as a result. On the bright side, the oh, where is it? You guys had them. The heat stones. Heatstone, right. The heatstone in Brooke's possession also
Yeah,
gives off
yes.
an amount of light.
Oh. That's kind of useful.
Mostly it causes Brooke's bag to glow, because I don't think Brooke is going to be handling it immediately in a hot environment. But that is my assumption.
I have a question, Kai.
Yes.
With the power of my new cloak, can I just levitate so I don't have to walk and rest my feet a little bit?
Do you want to try and levitate?
Sure, I'll try and levitate.
Okay.
See if I can freak out the party with my weird display of abilities.
You're a Riolu, not a Mewtwo. That's fair.
As far as you're aware, Brooke. As far as you're aware.
Alright. Give me 2 rolls.
Okay.
Special fight channel.
Go ahead, I'm waiting for spider's eyes here, all ones. Yeah. Alright.
And then special survival athletic. -2.
Good luck. Hopefully this one goes better. Well, did it go worse?
How do you attempt to levitate?
I don't know, I'm gonna try and copy what ghosts do, I suppose. They kind of just do that. We just saw a lot of them.
So you hold your arms out and get on your tiptoes?
No, that's not how ghosts levitate. They just kind of float.
Did you just describe a T-pose as levitation? Alright.
Not exactly. I'm just trying to make sure if Riley is doing any specific action as he is trying to focus on making this happen.
Not really, I'm just trying to, I don't know, jet brute myself upwards.
What is...
Doesn't have
Is Riley
I
doing
don't
this?
have the logic to understand machines.
Is this Eragon? Is this to basically get a sight line?
No, this is to rest Riley's face. Got a whole ass tree in his back.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if he was
Yeah.
like trying to fly.
Riley's feet hurt, I guess.
That's fair. I mean, you are carrying that tree still, so that's fair.
Carry it all the way home. I just float around for a while.
You've got 5 strength. You're fine.
Yeah, we've also been walking for a while. I want to float.
That's fair.
Can't he? Float?
Yeah, Brooke is deciding to stop for the night. Well, Brooke is making that decision mentally. Riley is attempting to float. And as you attempt to channel aura, the gemstones on your coat glow softly. And the aura outline around you shifts between your natural color and the pink hue of the crystals. Just sort of almost an auroral shifting color motion. And you think you've got it for just a second. Like you're just a little bit lighter. But it doesn't go much further than that. This is something that will be really hard for you to do.
Damn it. Oh well, I tried.
You tried. But there's no harm in trying most of the time. Unless it's using metronome.
I think I should try to float. I don't even know what I would be going for, I guess.
Ralph rolls
Yeah,
fly
yeah.
again, flings himself into the distance.
Whee! Goodbye, guy. Oh, dude. If I get optimal choice, I'll be able to fly whenever I want. That's gonna have to be like mega super in game. Though my other tabletop character can fly whenever he wants, because he's a mage that knows the spell fly.
You and your magic flight. Dragonkin flight superiority.
What is the chance of you rolling that again? Actually, how many moves are there that it could technically make him fly? And what was the move he got that long time ago?
Why?
It was just fly.
Yeah, he literally got fly.
Yeah. And I flung myself over to hit the button.
Which was very helpful. Good timing on that.
Yeah, that was before he could be selective. It was pure chance.
Yeah, it was like really lucky. But yeah, Tucker is okay with resting when the party needs to rest. And technically he's also probably still a little winded. Even if he did rest before, he probably was having a bit of a off day considering how he drained his will at all before that. So yeah, he's okay with resting. How close is the party to the Gallantry at this point? Is that at all obvious? I guess not.
I'm sorry, I was distracted by something someone posted in another server.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. That's understandable.
I apologize. What did you you say?
I was simply curious if the Gallantry was how close it was, if we could tell, basically.
Oh, not this late in the day, unfortunately. It's a little dark. And yes, I understand you're a dark type. By me saying it's a little dark, it's like it is too distant for you to see at the moment.
That is fair.
To clarify.
That's the most important part, really.
But all right, you're settling down for the night. Are you all going to be having watches?
Yeah,
Tucker
Tucker would. Yeah.
Yep, we'll take a watch. I hope it's a Rolex.
How many people do we
I'll
usually
take
have
first.
for?
It's up to you how you want to divvy up watch times or shifts.
Okay, Tucker will take a passive approach of just taking whatever shift is given to him, which is kind of what he does. We shouldn't we?
Okay. I mean, if you guys ever figure out what the standard watch rotation is and you ever want to write it down, that's fine. I trust you all. If I require specific watch sequence, I will ask for it. Right now, I'm just asking if you're setting up a watch.
Yeah, definitely.
Riley will take first watch.
Because of course he does. Just means he gets to sleep longer.
It's not quite true, but alright.
Yes, well, when Riley takes his shift, Poff and Laddie are there with him, and they've got, like, the angy faces going, trying to keep watch in the dark, occasionally shifting position. It's like...
In theory, Riley's watch should be the most secure watch, because there are 4 pairs of eyes looking around.
Yeah, good point. But don't they have to look the same direction?
We have aura sense.
Well, that's true.
That's fair. Poff and Laddie are just there as an accessory.
Yeah, they're doing their best.
For the most part, the night is relatively uneventful. Aside from Poff and Laddie accidentally waking up Zeal at some point. And then Zeal waking up everybody else for about 10 to 15 minutes. But other than that, it's fine. If anyone has any remaining damage, by the way, they can recover it at this point. I can recover Brooke's HP. If it is necessary. No, my superpowers! No, you recovered! Now you don't have the extra damage!
One
You're
of us
not
is gonna have
broken.
to learn false swipe. This would beat Brooke with it.
Oh gosh, I can imagine in the future just Brooke going, "Hit me! I need to hit harder!" Oh dear goodness. Watch, Brooke is going to end up finding an item one day that poisons them for wearing it. It doesn't make them faint, but it'll leave them at 1 HP, so they can always be hyper cannon mode.
Oh no. That sounds dangerous, and I feel like Brooke would use it.
There are so many games with things like that, especially Castlevania for some reason.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. So thankfully, uneventful watch.
For the most part, yeah, aside from the shenaniganry, but what do you expect of children?
Wait, who are you applying that to?
As someone who just watched a friend play Bug Fables, I can confirm poison builds are broken. This is correct, Kyrio. Especially in Bug Fables are poison builds broken. It's silly. And honestly, if I ever do the whole streaming thing, that's going to be one of the games I play. And I know that makes Beerus happy to hear. In any case, travel resumes.
Mhm.
Who wants to roll a Doom die?
I'll roll it this time.
Okay. Don't get a 6. I feel like that's a bad number.
That's how I get most to land it.
How dare you?
Oh.
Speaking of Salandit, as you all are traveling, you notice a trio of Salandits with bags on their backs that seem to be traveling through the savannah.
Huh.
Well, this is nostalgic.
Haven't seen that in a while.
Uh-huh. They seem to notice you all, but aren't, like, running away or trying to mug you.
Do they seem to
They
recognize
know better.
us? Do they recognize us, or...?
Would the Slender Bandits even know what we did explicitly as us? I mean, everyone we crossed paths with, we knocked unconscious and it presumably was killed in the rubble.
It's hard to say. I'm sure some got away from all that and probably...
Yeah, but did
You
they
know.
know we were involved?
Oh, that's a good question. We kind of were in that throne room. I bet there a lot weren't allowed there, huh?
I mean, everyone who saw us, I'm pretty sure did not make it out of that place.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
You say that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I did just say that, actually, yes.
Morning. Brooke greets them as they pass.
Good morning. Are you pioneers?
One of them asks, only to get punched in the shoulder by another.
Don't ask them that. But why not? We're not in it to...
Okay,
We have our own
I'll
problems
put-
to worry about.
to answer your question with a question,
On each, I'm gonna put one hand on each hip, saunter up. Yes, we are what seems to be the trouble, young peoples.
Yeah, that's about right.
Soul Eater Excalibur face.
I have no idea what this means.
I don't either.
I'm gonna have to look it up and show you all.
Tucker is...
Because that's what the
Okay.
sign made me think of.
Tucker is just... Tucker looks a little oddly at the Salandit because it has been a while since you've seen Salandit and... Well, He is at least not making any assumptions on them at the moment, though. I mean, he can hear what they're saying. He's got ears. Pretty good ones, too.
Yeah, but I mean, what if they're one of the good ones? There's like 5 of them. You know what I mean?
Can Tucker hear that, too?
Is there an issue you need addressed? Because if there is not, then I feel like, well, on your way, I suppose.
Well, we're a little lost. The one that first spoke to you says at a length. The other one has this deadpan grumpy expression on their face. And the other one is just hiding their face behind their bag, holding it up.
Don't take any pictures, no. No camera shots.
Just like, I am not involved with them.
Where are you trying to go?
So one of them is the Tucker, one of them is the me, and one of them is the you.
Who's you?
Clearly Riley.
Oh, fair.
Well, we were trying to find our way back to Savantown because we made our way out of the cairn, and we kind of got separated from the pioneers that were supposed to be looking after us. And these two don't want to ask any directions! They snap at their companions.
Well, to answer your question with a statement unrelated to the actual answer to your question, you're probably better off just coming with us then, because we are generally headed that direction.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys are a long ways off. You overshadowed way north.
Tucker will act...
Way north.
Yeah.
I told you that we were going the wrong way 3 days ago! Shut up! At least I asked for directions! You didn't have to ask for directions, you could have looked around.
Well, we're technically going towards the Gallantry, Brooke says. But we can guide you up until we have to split.
Brooke, do you think it might be better if they came in with us rather than just strolled up to the town on their own? Especially if they were supposed to be with other pioneers.
I could take them. Zeal offers. Besides,
Yes.
I can always bring them to the rock. And we can rest there, and then I can meet you guys back in town. Or at the rock, I guess. I don't know.
think
It
it would
depends
be
on if you
better.
go through there.
You give a nod. Team now. Zeal is part of Team Cheer.
Tucker
I mean, that's
also...
second occupation to being the prince, but or princess. Yeah, I'll judge.
Tucker
All hail
also...
Princess Zeal.
No,
Tucker-
shut up.
Tucker's stronger to get a word in
decision.
anyways.
Sorry, I just
It's
Team
okay.
4-star joke popped into my head. I had to go for it.
I just wanted to note that Tucker perked up when he realized they were working for the Pioneers. And they were part of that expeditionary force. Tucker does want to remark, because he has been kind of, observing Zill. He does want to say,
I think that's a pretty good idea. If they're with Zill, they'll know that, they're a good company. So, I think Zill could do it.
but he does, of course, defer to Brooke and look towards Brooke.
I assume Brooke is typing, but Zia will go up to Brooke, and he will do the big kitty eyes thing, even though it only results in the round blank saucer look. Please, I can do this. I can do it. And he starts to vibrate.
It's a get from me, but I'll have to ask our fearless leader.
Well, Brooke says, if you think you can handle it, remember, they'll be trusting you with their safety, and how you perform will reflect on the team as a whole. It's a lot of responsibility. You up for it? Zeal hops in place. I am totally up for it. This is what I want to do. Besides, I'm gonna have to be responsible for a lot more than 3 Salandits someday. He smiles, looking at the rest of you.
That'll do, Cub. That'll do.
Tucker would perform as a thumbs up, you got this, except for he doesn't have thumbs.
Is there anywhere I should meet you all? If, you don't come by the rock?
I feel like probably the thing, but in character, again, that would be Brooke's call.
Up to it then. We'll probably see you back in town, Brooke says with a smile. I doubt we'll be too far behind you. Okay. Good luck at the Gallantry, guys. I promise I am not trying to weasel out of the challenge. I will make it up to all of you later. And he does his best to salute, but of course is also a quadruped.
Respectful paw motions.
And Riley?
Yeah.
I will guard them as if they were lizard. And he puts on his most serious expression he can. And then he nods, and then he turns towards the southern direction, or at least what he feels is southern, and he begins leading the Salandits off.
As soon as he's out of earshot, I hope we did good.
Though, before the last one leaves to join the train of potential doom,
Nah. They'll be fine.
they pull out a long rectangular box from their bag. This is a bit bulky. I've been storing some food in it, but there's also other stuff. You guys could probably use it more than me. We've got enough food to last us a little while longer. Thanks again. For a lot. A lot. A lot.
A lot.
And then they scurry away.
Aw. A lot.
A lot.
A lot of...
It's like the new Pokemon.
Brooke leans over to one of the Salandits. That's the Prince of the Pyro Pride, by the way. Which, makes them follow a bit closer. Something sixes are Salandits, huh?
Honestly, I like that. Being able to see how the, I guess you could call it rehabilitation program was doing. It's been a while since we've had word about that.
So, the box.
The box? Who got handed the box? Probably Brooke.
Oh no, the box was set down on the ground in front of you.
Okay.
Zeal's really learned a lot, it seems like, Brooke says.
And Tucker will remark, I think that's true. I also think that maybe we never gave him enough credit either.
I mean, he didn't exactly do anything to instill trust.
Not exactly, yeah. Not at first, at least.
So, to describe this box, this is made of metal. It is made of a very light, sort of matte gunmetal color, like gunmetal gray. And it doesn't have hinges so much as the lid itself seems to attach to the top. But it is easily lifted by, well, any of you, because none of you have strength below 3.
Thanks. And what is it, this box?
Well, inside the compartments of the box, there is an open compartment that seems to have a wrapped up container of its own, which is probably what the rations are, because that looks like something that would have come from Savantown. And there are 2 other compartments. One of which looks like it has some sort of keyhole.
Ooh.
The other one looks like it has a knob on it, and when you tug on it, that also pulls a lid off. And inside are bits of essentially scrap parts. Just not like rusty junk scrap parts, but scrap parts is in the sense that it's random mechanical metal bits that, for the most part, aren't of much use to anyone aside from material.
What kind of materials is it? Just metal, or...?
Yeah, it's various bits of metal. Ralph would be able to recognize most of these as parts to some sort of device, though not necessarily what to. But they are device parts.
Take a closer look, see if I can't determine for funsies.
So,
Okay.
Is the keyhole part, does that open, or is it actually locked up?
That one is locked,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Huh.
Yeah, we got the magic unlocker NPC at
So one section has metal, one section's locked, and another section has food. Some
Yes.
rations of some sort.
Yes. Ralph, I need smart logic, please.
Let's see if he can do it. That is one of his rolls. That is one of his better rolls, I think. Well, it's okay. It's an okay roll. Stupid
So,
rolls.
Ralph, you get the feeling that this is probably either a bunch of spare parts, or whatever it makes is not something you are familiar with, which isn't necessarily a stretch. It's not like you were an engineer that knew everything about everything.
Yeah, I wasn't like... yeah, I didn't like work on cars and shit, and like, was super scrappy.
Mhm.
And you don't recognize like circuit boards or anything like that. Though you do recognize there's...
I feel like I could read a blueprint and and fix one like if I had the tools in a blueprint, but I can't just like break apart a circuit board and like, oh yeah, that's that.
You do notice that along portions of these parts are darker sections that look just like lines. Almost like the sections inside the Cladle cairn that occasionally gave off pulses of light. And I know that was a while ago. I believe I described them being similar to circuitry lines.
Yes, yes. And that was before I got like my most of my logic there.
Yep, but you still remember it. And for those of you, if you actually dig through the parts and sort of look through them, there's about 50 poke in there.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Is that ours?
Not bad.
Or should we, like, return that to the Pioneering Club, technically?
I mean, they gave you the box.
I guess
it's
it is ours
technically yours.
now. Okay.
And y'all are free to distribute amongst yourself as you wish.
I wonder what that was there for. I mean, they probably got from Claydol. I don't know. Is Poke and the Claydol Cairn? Maybe. It's kind of an odd place. So I'm wondering if that's like just his wages or that particular Salandits' wages or something. I don't know. I hope they get paid for working for the Pioneer Club.
They do.
Okay.
Pangoro is better than Mistress Salazar, so...
Yeah, good.
Yes, I've laid out the 5 10 Poke tokens for y'all. I know it's not a lot of money, but it's money. Also, for all you know, they meant to give you that money. Because if that was their wages, they would have known it was in there.
Alright, well, I guess everybody could take at least one, I suppose. If we're distributing evenly.
I already took one, so...
Okay, I'll take one. I think we're just being too polite with each other here, like, who should take it? Maybe you should take it, I don't know.
I moved one over to Brooke's space for ease.
This is fair.
Which leaves 10 left over. Who's gonna carry it?
Where's the least? I think I do.
Tucker's too polite to take the extra.
I vaguely remember Team Mischief being in charge of some Salandits that got lost. Maybe I'm making that up, though. I feel like you're making that up, but I also feel like that's totally something that would happen if it is.
I'm not sure that's accurate, but I do kind of feel like there was something involving Team Mischief interacting with Salandits, or something that said as an aside, if I recall. I don't remember. It's possible, but also it does sound tangible, viable.
Yeah, it's something I could see happening as well, yes.
Yeah, it's one of those things like, I'm not sure if it's made up, but it sounds believable.
What do you guys think the, like, reliability level of Team Mischief is? What does everybody think about that? Like if there's
1 to 10, I'd give them a 4.
A 4. What do you give us, though?
Like a 3.
I mean, given your current quest record, I don't know, I'd rate you at a 6 or 7.
We just have this problem of misfortune be following us or something, which might hurt our rating. Certainly. Also, we haven't succeeded.
Team.
We have not succeeded everything. That's another thing too. We definitely messed up sometimes.
A lot of Pokemon have died because of us. I feel like that should affect our rating.
I'd still say a 6 or 7.
Who
because
died
technically-
because of? Well, I guess Lamp and the thing.
I mean,
And that was that explosion. That was not. That would have happened without us.
Then again, this is an unfair question because we know what we did. We don't know what Team Mischief did. Maybe they killed somebody. I don't know.
I mean, I believe it was established right from the get-go that the Plains continent is an unforgiving place.
Yeah.
We were definitely up there with a small-scale natural disaster, though.
I can't
At
argue
your
that.
current level, yes. And you're only getting stronger. Something evolve into a true catastrophe. Also, this box, pardon me, I'm going to copy the amulet again.
Also, thank you for only a 6. That was both an interesting scene and we got some stuff for it.
You're welcome. giving me shit for it.
I know, right? I just found it funny. I called the number and it was right. I was like, how did I do that? I guess there's a 1 in 6 chance of that working, so. And it actually was Salandits, yeah. Man, I really appreciate this game. It has made me stop saying Salandit wrong. Because I used to say it completely wrong. You remember?
I don't remember.
I think I used to say, oh geez.
I do.
What was it?
I don't remember how you said it, but I remember you saying it wrong. And I just chose to ignore it.
Sandalit. I said sandalit because I want sand. I wanted the word sand.
Yes.
I don't know why I wanted the word sand. Yeah.
The metal box, whoever is going to carry it, this will take up 3 spaces due to its size.
Okay.
Well, I literally can't, so...
I mean, you could try setting it on top of the tree chunk, but that requires a balancing act.
Yeah, I literally can't, so guess somebody else carry it.
3?
Yeah.
Tucker's willing to take it. He's got space.
I'd give it to Ralph.
Or Ralph could take it if he wants to mess with the parts. That might make sense.
Yeah, I have space.
Box is given to Ralph.
Ralph, what was the reason that you gave Tucker the magnet? Because I know you had that with the Thunderstone originally, but...
No, Tucker had the magnet.
Oh, Tucker always had the magnet.
Yes, you got it from, the Salandit dungeon.
Right. I'm just wondering, has the thought crossed anybody's minds to mix those two things? Let's see what happens.
I believe something was discussed at some point or another, but, I specifically recall you had it in your held item slot, which is part of why the Zebstrika herd was attracted to you all.
Which is why he's not holding it anymore. And why he has it in the bag instead.
Also, in the description of the little card itself, I have put in the compartments. There are 8 rations, which means that will last you 2 days.
No, that's handy.
That is a ration for each of you.
Nice.
Meaning it was supposed to last that specific Salandit 8 days.
Ooh, hey, the magnet keeps a positive and negative charge for minute helps, adds damage to certain types of move. Electric.
Yes.
Would the magnet boost the damage of the zapper?
I would allow this. You would have to wear the magnet like a garment, though. If effectively, you would have to figure out a way to quote-unquote attach the magnet to the zapper, and for that, I would have it take up a garment slot. Not like you have many garments taking up the slots. Right?
I feel like the main challenge here is not doing that attachment, but doing it safely.
Yeah.
Alright, challenge accepted. As my eyes light up, I'm gonna ask, and I'm like rifling through the parts, I'm gonna ask Tucker for the magnet.
Okay, so Tucker's actually going to remark. He's willing to give it up, but he's going to remark as he does so.
Okay. I was kind of hoping that maybe it would help me learn other moves like...
And he just kind of clacks his fangs to demonstrate a little bit of firiness, not really doing a full fire thing.
I think I can learn more like this. But maybe this will help me, maybe it wouldn't. But you can have it back, sir.
He's totally willing to give it up. He just wanted to explain he might want it back at some point.
Okay, yeah, because... Don't worry, I figured out a way to make it attachable. And you know, maybe you could eat it and learn Thunderfinger, however that works.
He does actually perk up and actually ask Ralph for a second.
Maybe you could design something that would help me learn that using those things? I mean, if you have that ability.
Yeah.
Oh, during the travel bits, I was going to have Tucker try to learn Ice Fang. Oh, wonderful. In which case, if you two are going to try that...
Oh yeah, that's true too. Okay, I will just remark So, just to clarify, Tucker is willing to let Ralph experiment with electricity with him to try to teach him Thunder Thing later if he wants to mess around with his inventions with Tucker. This is possibly a bad idea, but he's allowing it.
Open wide, I ignite the zapper.
I
Very
need
much
to
so
remind Ralph
slight
that Tucker is a
angle.
child.
Please be nice.
Yeah, you might
but-
feel it. You might
Please do
feel
not
a little
harm the child.
You might feel a little. Oh god, it's like the 9-volt battery thing that everyone does to their kids when they're like 4 or 5.
That's
Oh,
not
no.
something everybody does to
That
their
sounds
kids.
horrible.
I agree with Eragon
It
here.
was
That's
done
not
to
something
me.
everyone does with their kids.
It was done to me. Okay.
Doesn't make
That's
it
not a
okay,
good
and I'm
thing.
sorry to hear that. Well, anyways,
Hold up, chat. Who got that done to them as a little?
I hope Zero
Oh,
answers
gosh.
yes.
Okay.
My point, though, is Tucker is basically like, so, yeah, go ahead, Ralph, have this, play around with it, but maybe later you could help if it's something that'll help him
Right.
too. So, but
yeah,
oh,
the-
Xerix, sorry.
the
This makes me
Ice
sad
Fang
now.
thing.
To anyone that answers yes, I am deeply sorry that you have that experience, honestly.
I would need Brooke. Give me an insight contest perform, whereas I require an insight. Yeah, I would require insight contest perform from both of you.
Okay.
Brooke because they are trying to teach the move, Tucker because he's trying to learn it, and because I can't think of any other better combinations off the top of my head.
I mean, having them do the same thing when working together makes sense enough. A 3 and a 3. Okay. Well, synced indeed.
Okay. Put 3 pips for Ice Fang for the moment.
Okay. Which I don't think... Yeah, I don't have it set up, so I'll put it down. Would
Okay.
you like, random suggestion, to Brooke, if he wants to, like, type up a thing, explain how he's trying to coach Tucker. That'd be kind of cute to see. Optional, of course, but I'm curious how he would do it. Tucker will make a meld move, all Fang moves, and make Rainbow Fang. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh no. Omni-Fang.
Tri-attack Fang. Actually. When you think about
There
it.
we go.
It has the same elements as Tri-attack. Technically.
Oh, by the way, Riley,
Yeah,
I
what's
should
that?
note that your children, quote-unquote, try to mimic you whenever you do anything involving aura, even whenever you make a light.
That's adorable, actually.
Laddie will blow a bubble, and Poff will make a snowball. That will very quickly melt, by the way, and make Poff sad. Brooke barely understands how he does it himself. He leads by demonstration, which is kind of why I'm having the insight contest perform. Because it's a matter of seeing and doing, effectively.
Yes.
It is not the same mentor-student relationship that Riley has with Tiber by a long shot.
Hmm.
Because Tiber actually has
and I'm-
words to explain.
Yeah. I'm actually coming up on 4 years. So
What?
2 more months, and I'll have been subscribed for 4 years.
What, for 4 years?
I'll have been subscribed for 4 years
Oh, nice.
and 2 months. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Ralph, I got distracted. Very clearly, this box has some sort of magnetic locking and movement mechanism going on for it. Because you can totally remove the lid, and it's not exactly a 2x4, But you could totally whack someone with it if you needed to.
Nice. Does it look like the locked part it has a magnetic lock?
It has an actual keyhole,
Uh,
but it's effectively a modern day keyhole. It's not like one of the Pokemon keyholes that you're used to seeing anymore that, you know, are on certain locks. The more old-timey the standard iconic looking keyhole that you see in media.
yeah, it's actually like a little slit.
Yeah. Would anyone mind if it sounds like a military grade lockbox? Then that's concerning. It should be concerning, especially since there's metal parts in there, a compartment that was either empty or emptied of whatever else was in there, and something locked.
Are there any like long skinny piece of metal I can jam up in there and try to pick the lock?
Nothing that will fit. Nothing that's like skinny, like you're thinking, like a paperclip.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a paperclip, a bobby pin.
Unfortunately, not. You do note, however, at some point, if you're fiddling with this, like say for instance, if you guys pause to take lunch, that your star metal piece will vibrate lightly when it is near the box.
Mm-hmm.
Concerning.
Of course it is. Anytime it reacts, it's concerning.
I wonder.
And if you all don't mind, I am going to call for a brief stretch water bathroom break.
Oh, that's fine.
So, I'll be right back, everyone.
Stretch our water, drink our legs.
So, let's see. So, Brooke barely understands how he did himself, but he'll lead by demonstration. That's fair. I mean, Brooke could easily do the ice fang, right? Like, he has no problems with it now. It's very natural for him. I wonder if Tucker would just... How did he learn it? How did he originally learn it? Was it just a move he bought, so there wasn't really a diegetic learning procession? Yeah, it was experience-based. So basically, it came naturally for him, would be the diegetic way of putting it. So, in that case, like, Tucker would probably just do the same thing. He would just try to clack his teeth, but instead of trying to channel that fire, he would try to do something kind of opposite that. Probably not make any real progress for a single pip. Maybe his breath was a little cooler when he was trying, perhaps. Oh wait, no, 3 pips? It was 3 pips, actually. I thought it was 1 pip for some reason. Yeah, he
might be able to have insight on this stuff. You see, cold doesn't exist by itself. Only heat energy exists. So when something is cold, it just means it has almost no heat energy. So instead of putting heat energy into your bite, you guys suck it out of your bite.
Are you actually, is Ralph actually telling Tucker this?
Yes. See, that's the way that you keep an area cold, you see, is you have something else suck all the heat from it. Now, I mean, all the heat has to go somewhere, but yeah, that's how coldness works.
Tucker does listen to this lesson, and he sits down, listens, and nods, and
Okay, so it's kind of the complete opposite. I mean, I kind of knew that already, but it makes a little more sense when you say it that way.
it's not clear Tucker fully follows. Brooke rubs her head. That makes sense, I guess. You are not talking to two... Ralph is not talking to two science nerds. However, I mean, Tucker's taken science classes at school, so he kind of gets a little... He picks up on this a bit.
I'll get some water.
This is fair. Technically, we're supposed to be taking a break, but I enjoyed that interaction. Brooke dropped out of school to be a trader. When did he drop
no.
out of? When did he drop out of school? Hello again. There was a little bit of a seawall during break. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
I will fill you in. Basically, Ralph got involved in Brooke and Tucker's thing and basically explained science about how like fire and heat is like the, you know, the case of energy existing, while like cold is the absence of energy, basically, and kind of explained that to Tucker to kind of explain what he was aiming for with Ice Fang on a science level. It's past stuff. Fair enough.
Is everyone about?
I'm about, yes.
Is Ralph about?
Tubby just
Okay,
took
Tubby
his
just
break.
left.
That's
All
fine.
right.
That's fine.
Appropriate that since fire means there would have to be an excess of energy, that Tucker learned it from Zeal.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Did they tell you, Ralph explained to Tucker and I guess Brooke how coldness works on a very basic scientific level?
Yes, they let me know. All right.
You make my mouth be closed.
Well, once you all are finished taking stock of what you've earned, whether or not you eat, and head back on the road. So, the easy thing to do is I can have you all roll Insight, Survival, Alert, or Nature if you don't want to use the rations. But it will take you at least another day and a half to get to the Gallantry.
Ralph will vote we just used the rations and march on.
I mean, yeah, continuing on sounds fine.
These are basic rations. They are not made with meat, so it is safe for Riley to consume.
Hooray.
Also, the chat. Chat. By the way, sorry, as you guys know, I can't really read chat during multiplayer sessions too well, but I do kind of glance over and read over parts. Thank you very much for your feedback, and actually, that's some good thoughts there about how Tucker's Fire Fang is black fire because of his element. It might affect the others too. We'll see, I guess. I like the idea of like a cold black ice. That sounds kind of neat.
To be free, there will be black fire. I'm
Copyright
extraordinarily off tune.
I don't actually know what song this is.
It's a Dragon Force song.
Oh.
But like, if the tune were Savantown, I would be further away than the mountain we were climbing.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, Kyrio.
what-
Now he can make black ice and endanger motorists. Oh my god.
No.
I didn't think of that.
Also, I need Brooke and Tucker to make another Insight contest perform
Okay.
set of rolls.
Yeah, I guess we could just keep trading while we go. Are we trading while walking around? Because I guess biting practice doesn't really require stopping, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it can require targets, so there's only so much you can do at the moment.
Oh, wow.
One hit.
Okay.
Question, is Riley doing anything specific during travel, except for perhaps complaining about his feet?
Can I try fiddle around with her again, see if I can float again? But nothing but time I can fuck around.
Did any of our winter clothing involve shoes or any sort of foot coverings that he could possibly wear to keep them more padded?
I mean,
random thought.
Yes, you can, but they are warm.
True.
Die if heat stroke.
What's that?
I'll die if heat stroke.
I mean, would you having your feet covered, would that kill you of heat stroke? I'm not sure.
Yes, probably.
All right.
Well, it is not necessarily that his feet are covered or not. Y'all have bodies built for that.
True.
It is more so just distance and what he is carrying.
That's true. Are you the only one that can carry that tree?
Ralph could.
Ralph can also carry the tree, but otherwise...
I mean, I'm not going to because there's no reason to, but...
Not unless he was asked, I suppose. Tucker would express concern, because, I mean, Riley definitely has the heaviest backpack. It's very, very clear that Riley... I imagine Riley's kind of... Even if he's not trying to show it, it's kind of obvious his feet hurt. The way he steps and stuff. Yeah. Tucker would kind of walk over to him during part of the journey and be like,
Could I take some items off you? Are you carrying a little too much?
I'm not carrying much aside from the tree. Well, I guess you could take a bit of the fractal shell back.
Oh, okay.
That's fair, actually. I forgot about that.
I was wondering where it went.
Tucker knows he can't carry the tree, so he can't offer too much, but... I mean, he could try to put it on his back, but I think he'd go swoosh.
Alright, Riley is free to make another special fight channel and insight survival athletic -2. Ralph was a tough guy. I bet he could carry that tree for a while. Unfortunately, you don't get much in the way of progress.
Damn it.
I mean, you were trying to float your body, and Aura doesn't really do that very well.
I'll give it a sigh, like, you want to switch backpacks? Dude. Dude, what switch backpack?
But the backpack is where Poff and Laddie live.
Yeah. That's their place.
You can't take
I
focus
mean,
away from them.
they can hop in there and you can not kill yourself.
Force palm the ground with your feet.
Like Toph doing the kind of ground echolocation thing.
Oh, dude, yeah. It's makeshift everything. It's like warping through the ground. You take it or leave it. Offer you to carry the bag so you stop dying.
Toph could probably fly a Earth Bandy, But she doesn't because she's got... Aren't there some earthbenders that just, like, pop themselves up on a stone pillar and then just go ride it like a surfboard?
Yup.
So...
Yeah. My mouth is hanging open again. Every time I pick myself up, I don't like that.
What's that? What's wrong?
Whenever I pick myself up, I
The
open
mouth?
my mouth.
Yeah, just do an attack and it fixes it.
Yeah,
It's a minor. It's just a minor issue. It's not a big deal. Or I think
yeah,
it does,
my
like,
being it.
I'm sorry that is the case. It was just how the model was imported was by the original person who put up these models. A few of the models have little glitches, I noticed. For instance, Zill's back foot, for instance. But it's whatever.
Oh yeah, where you kind of his back foot does the twit.
Mm-hmm. And then with Munchlax, it's the open mouth during the mouth gets stuck open during some animations.
Maybe here is Riley gonna switch backpacks or not, or is he just gonna let himself slowly get crushed?
That's his decision, of course.
Alright.
But I mean, if Riley wants to,
The
light
thing
his
is,
load,
I
he's
can't. If he faints, I can't carry his backpack in my backpack.
Is he? I don't think he's
I
getting
would probably leave.
I don't think he's getting physically affected by this, is he? Like besides feet hurt.
Well, he's not really. He's capable of doing it. It's just
Yeah.
unpleasant.
Yeah, it's just not fun.
It's one of those things that's not fun, but it's not going to mechanically detriment you because I'm not a jerk.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense why Ralph would be worried about him overextending himself, but not in this case, really.
Yeah, he's mostly just trying to be a nice guy.
That's nice. I mean, that's fair, too.
I mean, Riley will keep his bag because that's where his pets are. But you can take the log and put it in your bag.
I don't think he has space.
I don't
for
have
that.
enough space for it.
Well,
Brooke-
damn.
Brooke has space for the log, but it would suck for Brooke to hold it.
Yeah, he's not quite as strong as we are, Flex.
Brooke volunteered Ralph, not himself. I mean, y'all could probably...
How good can I flex? I am gonna flex.
You may flex. I mean, you could probably, I don't know, tie ropes around the tree chunk and drag it, but that might be worse. After a day and a half of travel, you all finally make it back to the Gallantry. And out front, similar to the last time you were there, is the weathered old Aegislash, who apparently is taking a nap on duty, like the ancient grandpa that he is. Just has his sash arms crossed, the eyes closed, leaning back against the shield.
So, we have officially made it back to the Gallantry at this point?
Yes, you guys. I have sped it up. You guys have traveled a day and a half. You
And,
used the rations. You've taken your.
I guess the
camps.
one
This is
important
more
word.
familiar now.
Which sortie is this?
This is the Aegislash.
The Aegislash.
Surricade.
And
Yes.
that's just because I'm stupid. Is that the final evolution one?
Yes.
Yeah, he's the one that was really chill and wise, if I recall.
He's the old man.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, cool. Do you want music to be changed then?
probably a good time to change it.
I mean, there is a locale for this, if you want that song.
You might as well.
Okay.
It is a good time.
Let's see.
I believe it's number 38.
That would be correct.
Ahoy, Gallantry! It's Team Cheer again, Burke says. Stopped by like a week or two ago? I'm trying to remember the voice for this one. I hope I do it right. Suricade blinks a few times and lifts themselves so they hover, sliding one sash arm behind the shield to pull it close. Ah! I see. So you are a member short. Hopefully nothing untoward happened to you.
We shall bow to the Aegislash in all respectful. Nay, our journey was safe and safe.
Tucker will kind of add on to that by saying,
Well, there were some challenges, but we got through them.
Indeed, wrongs were righted, and I'm trying to really hard to talk like you guys.
is that part, you saying that out loud too?
Ah, it sounds like a tale for the bards. Very well. Mayhap you shall regale me the story of justice served and ends met. But I would be remiss not to play the good host. The gallantry has been left in my good sashes for the evening. My leader, Sir Cheval, shall return.
Words.
Shall return anon. Come, I shall show you within.
Nothing too notable, Burke says. Zeal just had to escort some travelers home.
Ah, so the young noble is actually doing something noble. How noble?
Yeah. We taught him how to be noble.
It may please you to...
Sorry.
Sorry, I was gonna. But go for
Yep, go ahead.
I've already lost where I was going with.
Oh. Suricade leads you into the Gallantry, and I believe, as I described it before, it's this enormous sort of hollow tree trunk, and the inside has ramps and rooms that have been built into it. And the central area of it is quite open. It very well could serve as an arena if necessary.
It may please you to note that the Squire Dose is not here at the moment. She has been sent on a mission of her own. Not that this shall impact your duel of honor with Sir Cheval.
Come back. I look forward to having our honor restored.
Tucker, perhaps trying a bit of the polite chivalrous style too, goes,
Thank you for allowing us onto these premises. This place is quite interesting.
"What room are they in right now?" Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Huh.
You may want to save the table just in case.
Yeah, I'm quite curious about that. Hold on a second. Make a quick little save.
But you all are not in a room yet. You are just in the open courtyard of the Gallantry at the moment.
Okay, okay. Let me just double check something. Hey, Eragon, are you still part of the call?
Yeah.
Oh, did you notice you left the table?
Yeah, I noticed I left the table and attempted to rejoin the table.
Okay, if you can't, just let me know. I can restart. Wonder what happened. Actually, with the Cloudflare stuff that's been happening lately, I think that's been affecting a number of things.
Oh no.
Oh.
It looks like I can't rejoin.
Okay, I'll just restart the
All right.
table. No worries.
That's fine.
I just made a save, so it's not even a big deal. Probably good I do this anyways, just on the off chance that. Actually, hold on a second. Don't worry, it'll only take a second. Oh, there it is. I thought so.
There
Steam
it is.
create lobby. It didn't let me create a lobby. I had a feeling. Okay. It is now. Keep in mind, guys. For those unaware, Wednesday, a new version of Steam Friends is ready to use. Okay. That might have something to do with it. You might need to update your Steam Friends, guys. Check your Steam Friends page. See if there's a little green. See if there's a little green refresh arrow thing.
It is dumb that we are required to update this separate from Steam itself.
Yeah, that's odd, isn't it?
Kevin, yes. But I suppose I should better describe the Gallantry to you all. We're doing this in the interim. A lot of the holes on the inside of the Gallantry are sort of carved into it and smoothed over. This is a very old place, and I believe it was explained to you all previously that they did not make this base. They have made it their base. Okay. So this is older than they are.
Right. Now, is it just a tree, or is there other...
It used to be a tree, yes.
Used to be a tree.
Also, oh my gosh, that new password.
Yes, I thought I would change it up a bit, and also I thought it was a good one. But when you rejoin the table, just look at the private chat we have. I put a new password. So that, that would be good. It's, time for a change. Oh,
I mean, we have been doing this for years, so...
Yeah. Well, table is back up. However, I see that the peer-to-peer session fell to Tubby when he tried to join. We'll see how everybody does on that. Now, yes, for anybody not aware, Wednesday is our Pokerole day, which is just the best day for us in general. But, unfortunately, Steam doesn't always agree with that, because apparently Wednesday is also... Oh, it's filling with everybody. It's apparently, it's an update day for Steam sometimes, and sometimes the servers are weird. Or sometimes they're doing... What was it specifically they do on Wednesdays? Yeah, everybody's failing to join peer-to-peer session. Maybe I should try restarting Steam entirely. Oh, you do? You are in. Wait a minute. Maybe just try again then. That's weird. It said it failed of you, and then you connected for some reason.
It's fine.
Well, I tried again.
Failed
afterwards.
successfully. Oh, you tried again and it worked. Okay. I guess just
Task failed successfully.
task failed successfully.
But yes. There isn't a whole... I failed again. Alright then.
Tubby, I don't need you to break my brain with facts. Thank you.
It's true, though. And it's 33.3% in.
Well, let's just give it a second. 2 people are now in, so just keep trying. Now, Kyrio seems to be in.
But yes. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of ostentation or fanciful decoration around. There are some banners that are currently being flown on the higher
Higher.
Oh, right, I never gave it to you, Beers. 1 second, I'll telegram you in a second, Beers. Just a second. There we go. Oh, yeah, Car, you did seem to stop talking.
Oh, I did? Well, yeah, I did.
Oh, okay, just making sure.
After that brief descriptive bit, I'm trying to connect again.
Alright. This is a new issue. I mean, Steam issues have happened before, but usually it just kills the table, I bring it back up, or we continue. Occasionally it does last a little longer, though.
It's almost like it didn't want us to play past 9.
That's almost ironic. It's fine, though. A small delay, and then we finish up the session afterwards. That's all good.
I'm going to actually shut down Steam and turn it back on and see.
Yeah. That's fair.
You don't see anything that immediately looks like the tapestry you were asked to look for, by the way. And to answer chat, neither Uno nor Calvin seem to be about at the moment.
Did the Ariados ask for the seamstress? Did she ask for a specific tapestry or just a tapestry from here?
I believe she simply asked for a tapestry. It was one of those things where you'll know it when you find it.
Fair enough. Tucker will keep an eye out, and will actually ask about it when he sees one. Probably. Tucker will not just take
Nice. New Ailstorm just dropped. Let's go.
I'm glad you're excited about the weather.
Bando.
No, but out of context. Good luck, Car.
Really?
Imagining sword fighting one of these guys, and you're holding a sword, and they just are the swords, so they're just like swinging themselves around.
Interesting. Steam was not able to connect online briefly.
Yeah, I've run into that state before. Sometimes I've had to kill it entirely. Sometimes it just insists to go into offline mode, so I have to load in offline mode, then tell it to go online mode, and only then can I go online. Like, a very rare occasions, but Steam is wonky. I think we could all agree on that, right? It's a wonky program sometimes. especially when it comes to connection stuff.
Alrighty.
Did you manage to get connected eventually?
Yeah, Steam connected. I think you're right. I think the Cloudflare thing is affecting a lot of stuff.
There is so much that relies on Cloudflare that the small outage of Cloudflare that occurred, I think it was like 2-3 hours of Cloudflare being out 3 days ago, affected so many things. And even now that it's back, I don't think things are completely good. I think some stuff is like erroring out or just needs to be refreshed, reset somewhere on a server in some, company basement or something, So yeah, there's still going to be probably errors from that even now.
Yep, I can tell because I pop in, and what do I see over top of the tablet? I see text boxes.
It says, I could try refreshing the page for you on that.
No, it's fine. It's the TTS thing, where I see it, but like nobody else might, so it's fine.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Nano, you've been having Nano's been coming to the streams the last few days, constantly having weird issues, and I'm noticing still an issue too. Earlier, the stream boss popped up. Somebody donated or such. And that popped up the Stream Boss HP bar. I'm noticing the Stream Boss, I think it's still Nano. I think that was still you, right, Nano? It's just not showing his picture. It says no profile pic, even though he has one. So the Stream Boss is still technically functioning, but it won't display the avatar right now.
Something would probably create more than a few jobs if we had something besides Cloudflare helping keep the internet together.
Yeah.
With duct tape and horse glue.
There's a little too much, reliance on this one thing for that sort of thing. But, yeah. Chat is not loading for me right now. Oh. Only message with bits. Oh my god, really? That's just...
What?
I'm sorry to hear that. He cannot do a normal message. He has to do a bits message.
That is unfortunate.
That's not even the same issue. He keeps having a different issue every stream. Like last stream, all the custom bits badges that I made, the dog food bowl stuff, it all displays as default for him for no apparent reason except for his own. So and before that, I think Nano was having issues just simply having the stream work. The stream before that, so.
What? Why? Why was I disconnected?
Oh.
I was disconnected
too.
No,
full disconnection, blue bars on everybody. Okay. Tell you what, here's what we should do. Here's what I think we should do. Let's all restart our Steams, all of us, just to make sure everything is on the same page. I'll do the same. And we'll load it back up and see if things go from there. If not, we can just work with kind of wind down the session without really relying on the board too much. So we'll see what happens. Does that sound good? Just everybody kill their Steam and restart it? Just to make sure it forces updates, whatever it might have.
If things don't work out, it'll be fine. We can always pause here since you've all gotten to the Gallantry and this is where we thought we were going to end anyway. And,
Yeah, I'm chill either way. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll just see if I can get it working so we can have a little more. I'm enjoying these seats. Wouldn't mind having a few more if the internet allows us to do so. Yeah. See,
I cannot connect to Steam.
Yeah,
I figured I'd do that. I actually figured. So what I've learned though, Eragon, start in offline mode if it's doing that, and then turn it online. It'll usually be okay if you do it that way. It may not work this time.
I'm gonna try that now.
May not work this time, but that's what I found in the past to be functional.
Let's see.
I will see if that works. I'm actually curious though. Stream goers, is anybody else having any wonkiness with with Steam right now? No, my favorite stream. It's okay. We had a good stream either way. Hopefully we can continue it a bit further. Just give me a second.
Yeah, it looks like Steam is down.
Do you want to go back online? I would, but it's not. I say yes, I would like to, and then it doesn't do anything. Let me also do a Steam status.
Oh, weird. Oh, huh. I am now online, but it said it was weird. It didn't update the store page.
Ooh, I'm seeing. Okay, let's see here. What does Canada look like first off? Okay. Yeah, I've definitely seen, well, that's only for... No, that's just the Steam Connection Manager. 87.5, yeah, just had issues, 50%, 87.5, 75% connection. It looks like half of all... I'd say about half of all Steam connections around the world are okay, while the other half have either just had issues, are working at 1/2 or 3/4 capacity. Yeah, it looks like there's stuff going around. So some places might experience no issues. Other places might experience issues. They're not massive issues, but when that connection thing, that percentage tile, I believe it's like number of people able to use this service in this area. So like if only 3/4 or half of people can, that's not very good. But let me just see if I can go back online now. Okay, and then online. I think I may have actually gone online and I may have just turned it offline. Whoops. Okay, did it quietly go online when I wasn't paying attention? Well, that's alright. So I guess we use sell it to go online. I guess just give it a second. It might do it. It might do it after a minute. So there's a mix of reactions. Some people have an issue, some people not. Such is the life of Steam sometimes. This isn't that bad though. We've had worse Wednesdays for Pokerole when it comes to Steam behaving poorly.
Yeah.
Okay. I just Eragon, have you had any success?
I'm back online by the
Sweet.
looks.
Okay, cool. Then that would be a yes. Let me sign in.
However, I cannot connect to the friends service.
I was wondering if I could too. Let's see if I can. I was able to try again, I guess, on that. Oh, what's this? Okay, I was able to connect the friends thing. I would suggest just spam it until it works, basically. I don't have a lot of science on this one.
Yeah. If you click the friends thing and click online, it's currently working for me. Do technical difficulties.
Low.
We didn't have them at this point. No one would believe it was a Pokerole stream.
They think we do it off. They would think we were not doing it on Wednesday or something. They'd be like, "You're doing it on the wrong day, aren't you?" It's like, okay. Well, I do have the table back up. Oh, that's the wrong song. In fact, I didn't mean to click that. All right. Well. Boop. That was sea spray, wasn't it? No, that's that's something for later. That's a town for later. I'm not gonna talk about that one. All right, let's see. Sneak preview. Oh, good. Okay, I'm back up. Eragon has reconnected, perhaps. Looks like it. I will send you guys an invite to make it easier.
Appreciate it.
Or well, there we go. Once I find you guys, there we go. There we go. Interesting. Sir Cheval likes the default to walking for some reason.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
Kyrio still having trouble going online. Did you try the thing where I suggested going offline and then going online, or did that not do anything? If you could also just try closing the program and reopening it. I actually did that to get back online myself just a minute ago. Might be more efficient, actually. I don't know. I have no exact science. I just could tell what I could just tell what I've managed to make work in the past, basically. So. Alright, let's see.
Oh, well, Shinkido, the thing about that, while we're waiting on seeing if Tubby and Kyrio will be able to get back in, the thing about DMing for any system is that you have to start somewhere. Someone always starts somewhere. And somebody has to take the leap and try to cobble together some semblance of system mastery. And one of the important things is making sure everyone is on the same page, especially if all of you are new to this. Whether you're doing Pokerole or D&D or Pathfinder or whatever. You know, if you are new to something, one of the most important things to understand is Session 0. Set up the expectations, set up, you know, the fact, like, are you new? Are you new to this? In which case, you know, whether or not the players are experienced or not, that means that everyone needs to have a little more patience for everyone. Because it's going to be a learning process. Also, that is unfortunate, Kyrio. Because unfortunately, it still has Kyrio signed out of Friends.
It may be best if we just call it there. Then we're already running a bit late and fiddling around with this. We're not going to have much time left anyway.
Let's put it down to this. How's this sound? If Kyrio can get himself into the table the next, I don't know, 2 minutes, we continue. If not, then we'll call it.
Kyrio's saying we hit the next waypoint. Seems like a decent place to stop. And I have to agree.
It is a decent place, though.
Yeah.
I understand wanting to do more, but it'll be okay. We can just pick up here at the Gallantry.
Honestly, this is a reasonably length session because we started pretty much on the dot at 6, so...
Yeah.
I mean, keep in mind, some of our sessions have started past 7, so... Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, we did pretty good.
Basically an average length session.
Yeah. I feel like a lot happened. Enough, certainly, to
but yeah,
call us.
it's... If this is going to continue to fight us tonight, there's no reason to try fighting it back.
Alright, Kyrio, I will hand you your sheet for this, but let's talk... In that case, let's talk end of game stuff. Experience?
Yes. Everyone, please get 3 experience. 2 for the session, 1 for, doing the whole scavenging thing and letting Zeal help out the Salandits.
Okay, I'll add it for you, Brooke. Does anybody else need help with their sheet?
I am good.
Okay. Is Tubby good?
Well, let's.
Tubby didn't have a color till just now, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, you have all of the knights ready. How fortuitous.
Yeah, I was trying to get... I was slightly distracted during one section, because I was like, good. Like, it seems today was this session of, oh, that model is just gone, I have to make another one. Because I had to do that with... what is the name of the Escavalier? Is he just...
Sir Cheval.
Sir Cheval himself was just gone.
How much XP are we getting?
3.
3?
3 XP. You're at 62.
Not too shabby.
Oh, there's Kyrio. I do think we should still end, though, unless you want to do an ending scene. It's up to you guys. As soon as we gave up, it worked. Yeah, that's how it works sometimes. That's like the inverse Murphy Law. Once you give up, things will be back to normal and okay again.
Because of course.
I find here too. This is a good stopping point regardless.
Yeah. It effectively, Sir Ricade has brought you all to the main courtyard and is about to show you all through the Gallantry, doing the hospitable host thing.
Can I ask,
Yeah.
what kind of layout do we have for it though, as he did that part? It's like scrolling upwards or the tree or something?
I feel like I need to sketch the layout.
Well, that gives you time to do that if we stop here.
Because, like, it's been difficult for me to describe it in words, even though I've done it before, and it shouldn't be that hard.
This is fair.
Thank you all for a wonderful little session. I know it wasn't anywhere near as exciting.
Say that again, Car?
Oh, gosh darn it.
It's okay.
Gosh darn it. Anyway, as I was saying, thank you all for the wonderful session. I know it wasn't necessarily super exciting, but there's interim sessions like this. They happen.
Yeah.
And hey, you met some friends.
Yeah, Salandits. It was nice running into them again. Well, at least our call is still maintained somehow. Cloudflare is at least not affecting that. Do you guys want to go for a session in 2 weeks from now, as usual?
I'm okay with that.
Hey, you sure that was implied? Yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure everybody was good. You know, somebody's on vacation right now. It's important to ask, just to be sure that they're not having something come up.
I mean, as always, if something comes up, we will try and keep each other informed.
Mm-hmm. It's always polite to ask, I figure.
Yeah. Also, the earbuds I am borrowing from my mate are starting to kill my ears.
Oh,
those
sorry.
headphones cannot come by soon enough.
Did you take my suggestion, or did you find something else?
I took your suggestion. I think they are the exact same headphones that my other friend ordered a week back. I shall be receiving them Saturday.
I'll tell you what. Well, we can do a little outro to the call if you want after this.
Well, you do all that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to bed early because I gotta go to work early. So
That's fair.
Sleep.
That's fair. I mean, that works out. So, all right. Have a good night.
the Eragon. Go sleep.
yeah, going.
All right, and I guess I will conclude our YouTube outro then. I hope you guys enjoyed the game. Come back on... What day is that? I guess that would be July 6th for the next game then, if everything works out as planned. Thanks again for coming, guys. And I will see you guys for session 86 in 2 weeks. See you then.